Guys, it's Tam and Ricky. We're back. I have a freestyle from Lush prepared, but I'm going to save it until our other guests get here.
Okay, nice.
I tapped in with Lush for a freestyle. I have my own freestyle, but I don't know if it would be up to par with what you guys are used to, the quality that you're used to.
Why didn't you just bite and not give him credit?
Because I'm not a liar.
Oh, it's not about being a liar.
And I don't want to be asked to freestyle again on the spot, and I don't got shit.
This is a shady industry, Tam. You know, you're in the music biz now.
That's
you
true.
gotta get some grit under your
That's
iron.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Speaking
could've-
about grit and iron, Game of Thrones this week.
Oh, yes. Did you like it? Did you like how it ended, or how do you feel?
It's a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed, but Egg is a gangster, so I can rock with that.
He's a
You
G.
know what I'm saying? It was just for a final episode. You gotta think Game of Thrones season endings. We had the Red Wedding.
Yes.
We had Daenerys hatching the dragons.
Mhm.
So many classic moments. And I was frustrated because, like, how is Duncan going to become an elite fighter if he's just on the road with
With the little kid.
a child that's smarter than him?
Well, I agree with how the historic endings. That's why I thought last week was the finale.
Yeah.
And I kind of freaked out. I was like, oh, shit. But
Yeah.
this week, I guess it was just a neat way to tie it up and let us know that there is for sure a second season, which we didn't always get in the past. It would
Okay.
kind of end
Yeah.
abruptly and like we don't really know
Yeah.
what's going to happen. So now we know Egg lied.
Gangster. He's a gangster. He's out on the road.
And he was lying habitually throughout the episode. When he asked him, were you ear hustling? Were you dropping? He's like, no.
Yo, he's a little manipulator.
Yeah.
He's a little manipulator for sure. I like how he was like, let's go to Dorne.
Yes, because the puppet girl, I heard they have good puppet shows there.
Right.
Because the black girl, she had to leave after the dragon.
Right. And his uncle that died, he's
Baelor.
from Dorne, right? Because he was hating on his white hair. I thought that was a little tie back to like his hair was starting to grow in.
Oh,
And he was like, oh, I'm going to go get my brother. So I thought he was like, maybe there's something out there that'll civilize me. It'll keep me from going crazy.
Did you see that scene where he like looked in the mirror and he saw his hair prickling up and then he immediately gets the knife?
Yeah.
Like, get the strap, I'm about to go kill him now.
Ready to get cracking.
And the dad is just in there.
Look, that was my favorite scene of the whole episode was like the dad comforting him, being like, I get what you're feeling, but I can't let you take out my son.
A little bit of fratricide.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, my boy's a gangster. He's a G. He can make tough decisions, but I can't let you do
He
it.
can make tough decisions.
You know, I just thought that was a real moment, like father to son on
Yeah.
some crazy Targaryen type shit. Like, you know, we got a little touch of the tism.
Things get a little bloody.
Yeah, you got to rein that in, though,
Right.
Egg. You got to rein
You got to know when to say when. I thought it was cool, though, at that exact moment that Dunk is in the lobby, basically like, hey, I changed my mind. I will take the job. I'll take him.
Yeah.
But then Makar is kind of arguing, which didn't make sense. So I'm glad that Egg took control of his own destiny. That's why he'll eventually be
Yeah.
king. Because he's like, no, he can't sleep in inns and do this and do that, like live like a poor person. But it's essentially, he was trying to tell you, you gave the life of a king or a prince to these two boys and look at how they turned out. They're not good people to the point where even you're ashamed of them and you doubt their ability.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I could save this little one and I can take him out and make him kind of earn it and make him become a man in the traditional sense. And he's
Right.
like, no, I can't. You already got 2 failed parenting jobs. Why are you so confident
That
in
you
your
can do
methods?
better. Yeah. And
Makes
see,
sense.
Egg is staying true to his white heritage and knowing that he needs to fake being poor for some
Yeah.
time in his life before he comes to cultural relevance.
Yes.
You know, he's Lana Del Rey.
Yes.
That's the
like
same.
so many greats before him.
Yeah. You got
Post
to.
Malone, Taylor
Exactly.
Swift.
See, they say there's no white culture. There it is.
That
Right
is
there for
it.
you. White culture. Pretend to be poor while you're actually rich. And then one day, hopefully, you might be relatable,
Mhm.
I guess.
Because that's why he becomes such a popular king, is because he understood the small folk.
Yeah.
Because he's been broke before, and of course, you know, he's understanding it from a higher vantage point. It's like a vacation.
True.
This is not his. He never in his mind ever thought there's no way out. I gotta get it out the mud.
Yeah.
He's chilling in the mud. He's having a little bit of.
He could always pull the hair out.
Yeah, he could always
he could
pull it.
always pull the hair out.
Hey, anywhere.
Motherfuckers.
Check
Freeze.
this. Because you seen they said he was dressed like a Black Panther with a little beret on.
Yo, the memes are the best.
Egg
The
had
memes
that
are
shit
the
on,
best.
so at any moment
He did. Egg had that shit on the entire time.
Yeah, he can clean up.
Yeah, for surely.
Him wanting to kill the Hefe.
What's the deal,
What's
Hefe? What's the
up?
deal? What's happening with you, man? Chilling. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we got CJ. What's up, CJ? Welcome back.
What's
Okay.
good with you? What's good with you? Chilling, bro.
All
How
right.
you feeling? Man, we was just doing our Game of Thrones recap, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hefe hasn't seen it, so we won't spoil it for him.
Yeah, we're
So
not gonna spoil it for you.
I'm glad you came in after we were done.
We're not gonna spoil it for you.
Oh, shit.
We good.
Oh,
That's
that's
all
why I
right.
was on there.
Nah, you good.
Oh, it was aesthetic.
For decoration.
It was weighing it out. It was the counterbalance. You
It
feel me?
was. So we have the Lush Freestyle now. Everybody's here, and we're going to change it because we thought we had Cliff Worldwide and we have CJ. So pardon the bars if they don't fit.
I did tell what's on to pull up.
Stacking green like a pimp with a perm and an S curl. Straight up that dirty South LA. We got the homie CJ.
Oh, man, you done got your less on, man.
There's sharks on the loose in Venice. It gets slimy. We got Ricky Roy making racially ambiguous thoughts. Choose up since the mid-90s.
Yo,
Okay.
yo, Lush, that was your best one so far, son. Racially ambiguous thoughts.
He got diamonds, never amethyst. Bending corners in a candy whip on his grind to stack a grip. We got Young and Hefe, everyone favorite, Gangsta Crib.
Hey, what's the good old big deal, man?
And you know we always got Tamburger in the place to be.
Sure.
I'm not the mayor of nowhere, but I hope to own a few franchises in the future.
You work. Buy a couple Tam burgers.
Look, I'm trying to get on.
Look, if Tams was
sponsorship.
smart, they would have reached out already. You know what I'm saying?
I went to Tams.
We could build together.
Yeah, I went to Tams. I tried to talk to somebody, but they're franchises.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like I got to find a good franchisee
Yeah, for
that
sure.
would
has
give me
that
a meal or
plug.
something.
Yeah.
Get
You know?
that Tam
Get your
bill.
own burger, the Tam
That's what
burger.
I'm saying. The Tam
Man,
special.
Sure.
That'll be a dope sponsor.
I mean, they
we
said
got
the
the-
homie had they said Monster Cody. They said like back in the days, it used to be like a little burger spot. I forgot the name, but the burger was like a little famous burger spot back in the days, probably like in the 80s and 70s. They said they had a burger named after him called the Monster Burger.
The Monster Meal.
Crazy.
That's dope.
We had to read that book in high school.
Hell yeah.
What high school you go to?
I went to Animum.
Okay.
We had to read that Monster Cody book.
Yo, that's low key base for Animo to be on that.
I
at
was
that
scared
time.
straight, like, I'm never going to jail. I don't care what you niggas talking about.
Man.
You're not putting shit in my backpack.
For sure.
Because people was smuggling in the guns type shit.
Everything was going on in Monster Cody book. He had it
Yeah,
fucked up. Just because your mama got to work. You in the streets doing anything.
For sure.
That's the story of a lot of South Central kids.
It
man.
is.
You know, we grow up in these
Home alone. Mom was at work, you run the street.
Yeah.
Mom's think you in there playing the video games,
Yeah.
get good.
And they
We
made us read that in
outside
9th
playing.
grade. So it's like as soon as we get to 9th grade, we're like, oh shit, it's getting real. They could try us as adults.
Yeah.
Sure.
I realized that one day I was sitting in summer school in like 10th grade, and then one of my elders like from my section had just caught a case. The dude who started my respective community, and I was sitting there thinking and reflecting. I'm like, dang, the stuff I'm doing right now with my friends, right now, Atlanta's in a penitentiary, so we 15 right now, so it's minor. But I'm like, man, in 3 years, the same everyday stuff I'm doing right now, Atlanta's in the penitentiary. So even at 15, I realized it. I'm like, bro, I gotta start making adjustments. I gotta start like pivoting, like,
Facts. That self-awareness was kicking in.
Listen,
man, for real, man.
It doesn't hit a lot of people that early type shit, or different circumstances. I feel like keeps your mind wrapped up in it. Like you said, if moms is at home and you just run in the streets, you don't even know. A lot of motherfuckers not even thinking about it like that.
People are privileged to grow with moms or pops. Man,
That's true.
Man, I didn't have moms or pops in the household. It was my granny, and there's such a big age gap
Yep.
to where she's not aware of what's going on outside. So I was able to get away with a lot because she wasn't aware of what was really going on. So I was able to do a lot more than I should have been able to do. Not that she wasn't doing her job, but she just didn't understand the cultural things that was going on at the time.
Facts. Yeah, nah, for real.
Just curious minds. I mean, it's just regardless. I mean, you can have, you know what I'm saying, both parents in the home. And I know people that, had good, upbringings, but just the curiosity of the streets, stuff, the peer pressure that was around them, whether it was smoking weed and your parents gone and this the spot we can kick it at. Stuff like that, man. People just, I think going through life, what I'm saying, just, at sometimes they just get curious with their choices and they might make the wrong choice. I'm saying, knowing that this the same thing pops and mom's been preaching to you not to do. You know what I'm saying? But just the curiosity of friends doing it and you being around that peer pressure, you know what I'm saying, to set in for sure.
And I think when you're that age, you're way more susceptible, even though we see adults doing it now with the internet. of wanting to be cool. So you'll try some shit you wouldn't ordinarily do
Sure.
to hang out with these people or to associate with these people.
Sure.
And you don't know how far that could take you. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the kids, man. Don't fall victim to peer pressure. Think about your life, man, because I know a lot of dudes that, man, we was going to Lock High, so I know a lot of dudes that was trying to hang out with my friends.
You're from
and
my
they was trying
neighborhood.
to, they was trying to keep up. Man, I'm kind of like, kind of like the spokesman of the East Side, man. They been tapping in.
There you go.
The East Side been tapping in with me, and they been like, bro, you the voice. They been stamping me. They been telling me that I need to speak out for the East Side. So I'm the voice of the East Side right now.
So you went to Lock before it got changed into an Animo, because I went to Animo.
Yes.
There you go.
I went to Lock when they had the regular gates. I was at Lock when they instilled the bars. I was at Lock when the city had to come take over the school and still couldn't take over the school. It was mayhem up there,
Damn.
but it was a playground for me. I had a good time up there, man. Shout out to all my Lock High Saints, man. Lock is a legendary South Central school that a lot of people couldn't cut it out at.
For real? You went to Gomper?
It's true.
I went to Overwrite. Actually, I was in magnet classes. I went to Overwrite in Westchester because I was smart. My academics.
Okay.
That's where I went to school with. Shout out my boy Trevor Ariza, man. LA legend, man. Went to UCLA.
There you go.
Went to UCLA. One of Kobe's favorite teammates, man.
Yeah.
Trevor's an LA legend, man. Shout out my boy. I went to school with Trevor Ariza, Deshaun Jackson. There's other stories going on with that. That's later. That's to drop later. But yeah, man, I'm a LA South Central baby, East Side. I'm an East Side baby, but I'm known on the West. I'm good on the West as well.
Shout out Trevor Ariza, back-to-back threes. We'll never forget you. Yo, but one time Locke came out to the West Side to play Venice High, and we whooped y'all niggas' ass so bad we had y'all fighting each other on the field. That shit was crazy.
You turned up against
That shit was crazy. Yo, these niggas started fighting each other on the field because we was whooping them. Because they had a cold team. Like, they had a lot of athletes, and they were good, but they didn't have any discipline. So we came through with the fucking structure. Like, the coach was like, don't be afraid. It's a bunch of hood-ass dudes. Da-da-da-da-da. You already know the homies think they too tough anyway. So it was just one of those games where it came down to the wire. They got, like, a real bad flag. And then the running back and the quarterback just start boop, boop. Feel me?
I'm going to put it like this, man. Ricky, we in different generations, man. My generation turned Lock into a winning program. We went to the championship my 11th grade year. 10th grade year playoffs, 12th grade year playoffs. We turned Lock into a winning program. My generation. I played football at Lock High, man. Shout out to my boys at Lock that end up going to the league, man. Shout out Robert Johnson. Shout out all my boys shout out Richard Marshall. These is Lock alumni that end up making it to the NFL.
Yeah, Lock
man.
had a great reputation. They had a great
talent,
reputation.
But like you said, the discipline. We didn't have have the structure. We didn't have the best resources, I'll say. So we were not allocated with the best coaches, with the best sponsors, with things that other people in other communities that have the same talent level are afforded. We had the talent, but we weren't afforded with the infrastructure to properly support our talent, man. So,
facts. Nah, facts. Yeah.
As it's the case with a lot of people that come from impoverished environments in the city, man. It's like we had a talent. That's why I want to build platforms to bridge the gap between the talent and the resources, because in LA, our lifestyle is a lot faster than other places. LA is one of the fastest cities in the world.
For sure,
so a lot of people fall victim to the lifestyle before their talents ever get to make it onto these major platforms and they get to reap the benefits of it.
Facts. Facts. Nah, for sure.
Crashing out young.
Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. But TAF is still, they've been a dominant program. I mean, I've been tapped out of the, scene since I stopped playing or whatever. So I don't know where they are now. But shit, they were in the playoffs. It was the game before we had to go play Crenshaw. So you feel me? If you can make it that far, must be doing something.
I was in the Steve Smith era of TAF.
Okay.
Two sport athlete.
Uh-huh.
Steve Smith that went to USC and played with Carson Palmer and all that. He was an all-star at basketball and football. Like,
so not the small
Steve
Smith.
The small Steve Smith that won the championship with Eli Manning with the New York Giants. Not Steve Smith for the Carolina Panthers.
Type shit,
the other Steve Smith that won a championship with Eli Manning for the New York Giants.
Okay.
USC legend, and then ended up winning the championship with the New York Giants.
Okay.
He went to TAF. That was my era of football.
Yeah. I'm familiar, but not too familiar for sure.
It's an age gap. Like
some
of your rap it takes.
Yeah, type shit.
There's obvious that there was an age gap there. It's like, oh wait, he wasn't alive he wasn't alive with Wayne. Like me and Ant grew up in that generation when Wayne had all the substance in the world before he ventured off into freestyling and all that. Back when he was like, you know, it was a lot of format to his songs instead of just bars, bars, bars.
Oh, before
We
he
grew
stopped
up on-
writing.
Yeah, we grew up on Hot Boy Wayne. We grew up on Lights Out Wayne. We grew up on Guerrilla Warfare Wayne.
Young and Blues.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
come on, man. Wait, even before the Young and Blues, we grew up, bro.
Young and Blues, that's an old song,
Ooh,
bro.
we
He
grew up
talking
on
about
a-
his baby mama and his daughter.
Them white
Old
T-shirts.
song.
He was Wayne was one of those people that grew up. He's a Hollywood lifer, so he was famous as a teenager.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
That's it.
14. You could trace him back to 14. A lot of the Hot Boys, people don't realize these dudes were teenagers when they blew up, man. So they had a lot of influence on inner city culture in LA, man. They had a lot of dudes rocking white tees and soldieries. I was
Yeah.
part of that white tee era in the late 90s,
Nah,
early
but
2000s.
we ain't gonna do that. They didn't give LA that culture. LA already had that culture, soldieries and white tees. I think that kind of just made LA resonate more with New Orleans because you
Yeah.
see in another place outside of your place doing the same shit
For
you
sure.
doing.
So why do you guys think that is? Because sometimes LA gets a bad rap when people from New York or the South come out here and they're like, "Oh, LA style, y'all so stuck in the same place, like y'all all dressed the same." But we have like a classic, cool style. I always associated with we have so many military based on the coast, and when the veterans would get out, that's the cool niggas. Like he got a Jeep, he got the cargos on, he
Yeah.
might have a tank top on, white tee. Like, oh, they look cool with the aviator glasses, so we're just mirroring that.
I mean, I really don't see no place that's like really big on culture, but like New York. So I can't really see no other like states really trying to tap in and talk like, oh, what y'all wearing down
Yeah.
there? Because like if it ain't New York, it's LA that got like, you know what I'm saying, all the places. You feel
True.
me? And like it's just, I think it's just like a cultural difference. Just like I was just talking to somebody yesterday about I was, matter of fact,
It was
him
me.
about like he was talking about weird haircuts, and I was telling him like, man, I've been in the feds, and like dudes from different states feel like we do stuff weird, or a question like, well, why y'all do this? We don't do that. So it's just like when something's not the norm for you, and you just coming familiar to something, or something just like seem weird to you because y'all don't do it. You know, you gonna classify it as
Yeah.
goofy, as clownish, or that's some weird stuff, but it's just something you don't understand, or you know, it's just not on your coast. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's lame with all that
What about
dress
when
shit. in
People
LA.
get at LA fashion and stuff and they're trolling, like they like to go to Dickies, khakis, whatever, but no one dresses like that out here. I think the real difference though is like city dressing compared to like we live on the West Coast. We could wear whatever we want to wear throughout all the seasons.
True.
True.
Versus like someone in Chicago or New York, like they really got to bundle up type shit and they still want to
Hate it.
like look fresh while
Yeah.
they're doing it. Like what's the Nike boots? Remember when that was a big discussion
Yes.
online?
Ooh,
Like,
snow
them was,
Nike boots?
Them was fly. When
yeah.
and
But a
that-
lot of people were like, "What the fuck? Who would wear Nike boots?" And not knowing like niggas
Yeah.
in Chicago
They
got
have-
like
Sure.
Yeah.
decks,
Exactly.
like rows of the Nike boots. Like that was the fucking move. You know
I
what
ain't
I'm saying?
gonna
So
lie.
it's cultural like differences, like Ant said, and of course you're gonna dress different when you gotta like dress for the weather versus like niggas in LA. When you got a Montclair coat on in LA, bro, it's a fashion statement.
Yes.
You don't need no fucking Montclair coat on in LA. nigga.
Maybe for 2 hours.
it's hot as fuck.
late at
You
night.
know what I'm
And then-
saying? Like,
to be
I don't
honest
even lie.
with
That
you-
Montclair be having a nigga sweating. I be in that
Oh,
motherfucker. I
God.
be like, yeah, let me take this motherfucker.
oh God,
off.
you feel me? Hey, it's
You
flying.
get inside somewhere, let me take this off. It's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Because it can be
Hey,
it can
for
be a
sure.
December day and it'll be 73 degrees
Yes.
out here.
For sure.
You know, man. Shout out to one of my dudes from my community who was like a cultural leader in a lot of aspects. But he had some Nike boots, some dope. He had Jordan boots and the Nike boots. This like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it woke me up. Like people don't realize LA is one of the most fashion forward cities that's going on. Like when it comes to fashion, we are actually like ahead of the curve. LA is like, in my opinion, the cultural capital of the world because we determine what's cool, what's not cool.
New
We
York.
determine what's gangster, what's not gangster, and everybody else follow the trend. And it's a misconception that, you know, people are caught up in what they are exposed to about LA dudes and instead of just really being tapped in with what's going on. Because we really fashion forward. We really are, you know, we'll put it on. Like LA dudes, When we put it on like, you know,
Yeah.
a nigga might show up and have a Dolce & Gabbana shirt on, some Giuseppe shoes on, some Ralph Lauren pants,
Yeah.
and it might just be a day where he just showed up and just jumped on a podcast. And then the average person may not know like what he got on, or like it may not know how to appraise it, or may not know, like, you know, people that are not tapped into high fashion or not tapped in. I feel like LA is like a fashion forward city, and people will sleep on that.
It is for sure, but I think New York's got us on the cultural hub convo.
Yeah, so I'm like both of them fashion, but I'm gonna just say this. I think because of the gang banging, like, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of dudes might not be into dressing.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of dudes are not. Some of the members are like, man, look, nigga like getting fly and like the finer things, and some of them just going, man, just I ain't gonna say khakis, but just might just be some motherfucking Route 66 jeans, a t-shirt, and just be like, nigga, it is what it is. To where like New York, like them dudes up there, they own fashion. Like even the street dudes, that's what they own back from the times of the 80s of selling crack. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, when you had people like what's my guy name up there that was making
Dapper
the clothes?
Dan?
Dapper Dan. And shit like that. So, you know, it's a lot of D-boys. They D-boys like the fashion forward thing, you know what I'm saying? Versus our D-boys are more street and like thuggish, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Like, you might have some Dickies or whatever jeans on, but throw a Gucci belt in them.
Yeah,
type
shit like
Like
that.
my homie Jeremiah, he would always be like, bro, why the fuck would you put a Gucci belt through some Levi's? And I'm like, nigga, it's still a Gucci belt? Like, what the fuck?
Not even trying to police you.
The Levi's are cultural,
fuck,
though. Like, we got dudes that rock Levi's. It's cultural, you know? Like khakis, it's cultural. Levi's is cultural. But we do have a lot of dudes that's actually into the high fashion. I just think, you know, our weather differences afford us to be able to wear different things year round, where a lot of
see what scholarships
man, I was just tapped in with somebody. Some of my people just came back from the East Coast, and the other day it was 17 inches of snow in one day. A lot of people where we come from have never even seen snow or felt snow. So, like, you know.
Yeah,
for sure. Hey,
like,
shout out to my homies, man. Shout out to my homies in the early 2000s that had custom made Gucci Chuck Taylors. Shout out to my nigga Biz, man. I ain't gonna lie, at Lock High, the big bro had some custom made Gucci Chuck Taylors. I went in bro closet. I had to steal them and wear them at
For surely.
Like, we'll never stop wearing Chucks or Vans.
I'm never gonna stop.
I'm never too
gonna
good to
give
wear
it
some
up.
some new Vans.
I'm never gonna give it up. I don't care what people say about Vans, bro. That's like some cream Vans, nigga.
Because sometimes as a girl, I don't feel like Jordans or all Nikes look cute even on a girl. Like, come on now.
You gotta have small feet to wear them Nikes.
I ain't gonna even lie. I just got back on Jordans like probably like 3 weeks ago. I probably just bought like 3 or 4 pair. I ain't bought Jordans in a minute. I kind of been like on the Nike what's they called?
The Dunks.
Camaros, yeah.
Dunks. I kind of been on the Dunks
yeah.
and Dunks because they be having like a lot of flavor. You know what I'm saying? Different ones, like all the exclusive ones. So I was kind of like on the Dunk craze for a minute. I just hopped back on the Jordans. I was off of Jordans for a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's been like a nigga whole life.
Dunks got a dope lineup, a lot of variety to the dunk lineup.
Sure.
The SB dunks
that's what
got a bunch of
just like different collabs and shit, colors, all that.
Do y'all ever think they will give Nipsey a like posthumous shoe deal? Like, I know he had, I think, the
With Puma.
Reebok deal or Puma,
Yeah.
but what about like a Nike, a Nipsey Blue Nike or something like that?
Hopefully.
I think they signed some crazy shit with Puma because I think his collection is like on
it's permanent
site. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's like a legacy collection now. I don't think they're gonna move away from Puma for a really long time.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, like when they sign those deals, they're for like a number of years type of thing. Like,
or some people get like one shoe. Like Deshaun Witherspoon and like certain Tiana Taylor has a couple Jordans. Like sometimes it's like a shoe deal,
right?
But then sometimes it is like a collection.
No, he has like, you know how he was wearing his jumpsuits and stuff, like pulled
and
up.
they even had like a
everything.
marathon collab at one point.
Yeah, all of that is just on the site now.
Yeah,
They pulled the Puma plane up for bro.
Yeah.
Puma was really tapped in with him, but like he was talking about a lot of OGs wear Pumas. So a lot of dudes that was older, like they wear Pumas, they wear the Nike Cortez, they wear the Reebok Classics. They wear classic styles of shoe in LA, where like we are a classic community. We're a big fan of classic fashion, vintage fashion.
Yeah.
So you know that's where, you know, the Puma connection came from with Nip, And then like you was talking about like lifetime deals, like the one Allen Iverson had with Reebok. Them Allen Iversons is classics. Those are like
They are.
cultural shoes,
One
bro.
of the best basketball
He's a
shoes.
cultural icon too. Like
Yeah.
shout out
I
to
mean,
AI.
it only like a few people really got them deals. You like OJ, Allen Iverson. There's like a few names that really got like the
LeBron.
lifetime. LeBron,
That
another
Nike
one
deal.
that got them lifetime deals. That's going, you know what I'm saying, pay them forever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Show the people, Mikey.
Well,
Show
they
the
said
people.
they said the city of LA is going to rename the
What's that?
Slauson.
That's fashion forward for LA or something?
No, because he's racially ambiguous. He could be black. He could be a light skinned black brother. You feel me? He could be
Yeah,
a
man,
Mexican.
for
He
sure,
could be an
for sure.
Israeli if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
So we just bringing it out of Mikey.
But they're saying the city of LA is going to rename Slauson Ave to Nipsey Hussle Square.
That's
That's how
fire.
I thought they already did that. I thought it's like Slauson / like Nipsey Hussle Square.
Yeah, on
Like,
Slauson and
Oh,
Crenshaw on that
okay.
intersection
yeah,
right
but
there.
they did
By his
that.
store,
Where they used to
right?
sell the shirts.
By his
Yeah,
store.
right there, the main intersection, right there, Slauson and
Yeah.
Crenshaw. I thought
Yeah.
they might have not, but for some reason I thought they had did it because I remember a few years they was talking about it. That I thought they had went ahead and did. They was trying to like name the whole street. Then they were just
Yeah.
like, no, it's gonna be Slauson / this instead of just making
Okay.
it the whole Slauson like Nipsey Hussle Square though. But
My whole thing about it
Yeah.
is, man, I want to set positive trends, bro. I want people to stop waiting until solid high character dudes die and lose their life to want to give them their flowers. And LA is a thing to where, quote unquote, real niggas, they want to wait till you die to want to give you your respect and your flowers and your adulation that you deserve. You should get your flowers while you're alive and here to smell them. So I'm one of them dudes. Anybody that know me personally, but like I don't have no problem like saluting somebody that I have respect for or a level of admiration for. I don't have no problem telling them like, hey, bro, you a solid dude. Like I rock with this or I rock with that or I salute this or I salute that. I just think like people need to set the trend of not waiting until our people are not here no more to get them their flowers and their adulation, man. I think we should make a more conscious effort to appreciate good people while they're here.
I agree. I think sometimes though it takes a person to pass away for certain honors to even be available to them. Like we don't have a lot of streets named after people that are alive. Like Obama
Exactly.
is one of the few when they rename. But other than that,
Ain't even from here.
you see, they do wait until a
Yeah.
person passes away to
exactly.
make
I
certain
think
honors available to
That's
them.
part of
No,
that's
for
part of the
sure.
systematic oppression of our people too, but that's a whole nother
No, it
topic.
happens for white people too.
Yeah,
Like you
I-
gotta
I
die.
can't say
And
the
you get a
sympathetic-
library or something named after you. You gotta die.
They
Like,
pay for that shit though.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
pay
some
for it.
people do pray for it, and then you gotta understand, like we gotta be real here. Like we talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, even though you know he's a father, family man, and a accomplished artist, you gotta look at the standpoint from the politicians. You know what I'm saying, the political aspect, they really don't care. You're a Rolling 60, you're a street gang member,
and that's what you're
regardless
more known for.
of your genius that they're trying to throw out here and saying you did this. You know what I'm saying? They really don't care, and that's how I kind of feel like Tam hit it on the nail. Like a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been happening, and I don't think the praise would have been as high if he wouldn't have passed. And I think a lot of people kind of resonated with how he passed, how he got done, because he got done foul. You know what I'm saying? That was foul, and they kept it playing on the news, how, you know what I'm saying, he got kicked and all that. So, you know, like a lot of people felt for that. Then on top of, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing, you know what I'm saying, and that's how it started getting paraded around. Like, well, he was this to the community, you know what I'm saying? He was a humanitarian, he was uplifting, he was giving jobs. He wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, no Rolling 60, you know what I'm saying? He was a man, a family man, you know, a brother, you know what I'm saying, a son and stuff like that. So that's when all that stuff started coming out and you got to see everything, because I'm not going to lie, just like from before he got killed, like great artist, you know what I'm saying, I started appreciating his music, you know, once he got out the gang banging bag, you know what I'm saying, to start talking about traveling and, you know what I'm saying, fly cripping and all that stuff. But yeah, man, like when he passed away, that's what just really, you know, set the light on him, you know what I'm saying? Like it like shed a different light, you know what I'm saying, to the different layers of person that he was. You know what I'm
Even
saying?
being a fan, a regular fan, and going to different events where he would perform like High Times and stuff like that, small festival things. I think I've seen him at the Palladium before. The funeral is the biggest Nipsey Hussle event ever.
Yeah, sure.
And that's sad.
And that's how funerals is.
That's
That
sad.
like funeral. I said this when I came home in 2021. I was watching one of my homies' funerals, right? And it was just like a fashion statement. Like people was just showing up there not for the actual funeral, but it was just like I
Showing
mean, I
up
know
to
they
be
call it a
seen.
celebration of life, but This should be seeming like a party more than somebody, passing, and not that I just want to see somebody mourning and you know what I'm saying, being in pain or anything.
Or coming to show respect for the family, because that's what a funeral is supposed to be about.
Exactly. Y'all, man, that came in Sunday's best. You said Gucci it was like a nightclub.
Yep.
Yeah. so you saying it seemed like people were showing up more to be seen on the stage than to pay respect.
They trying to outshine. They trying to outshine.
And not even just to be seen on the stage, because we're all from LA. I'm sure if y'all were out, y'all know girls and y'all know niggas that was trying to get a ticket, trying to go up there, trying to be in the mix. They know it's gonna be other celebrities there, and it's gonna be other people, and they want to post on their story that they at the funeral.
Yeah, and also with the Nipsey thing, you got to think about it like what Ant said. It's political, right? Like you got to ask yourself, why is the city of Los Angeles so quick to put this man on the pedestal the way that they have been? They're making Metro cards of him. They're renaming.
Never happened before from another person.
Yeah, an entire street for him, a very historic, prolific street in America, right? Not in America, in Los Angeles. It's because of the way that he died to gang violence from a fellow gang member. It's a siren to other people to say, hey, stay away from this. You could be something. You could be as great as Nipsey Hussle, and you could still be taken out in a moment of ignorance. Like if Nipsey were still here, it makes me think, how would he have maybe been painted now? Like, as your life goes on, things happen, little events here and there. Obviously, we know Nip was an honorable dude, had a good character, but would, the city be embracing him as much? I feel like he did a lot of work in his life to kind of not get away from his gangster image, but to show that he was more than just a gangster.
Yeah, for sure,
what I'm saying?
Sure.
He was doing a lot to put that forward, being with the kids, trying to make his store a smart store, you know what I'm saying? Talking about business acumen, all sorts of stuff. So they couldn't put him in that box. Like you were saying, labels were passing up on him because it was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? He's from a notorious
I think that's a good lesson for people to know, though, because we talked about that a little bit in the lobby about Jay Reddy and different rap styles and things. When you associate yourself with something growing up, it's different than doing it in public. And when you decide to do that shit in public, it's a whole bunch of people that might embrace it and think it's cool, but there's a whole bigger, greater segment that's like, this is not cool, and this is dangerous, and this is a risk, and this is all these things. And it doesn't matter how much positivity you do after that point. We know you're associated with this. So now we even associating the positive shit you're doing with like, oh, he trying to clean up for that. He trying to make us forget about that you used to do this, that you used to be in jail, all of this. Like, I think kids need to understand that. We have so many people with redemption arcs, but that don't work for most people.
To be honest, to piggyback off Ant's point is like, Nipsey was like somebody that, as many South Central LA people are, they capitalize and they exploit our culture. So they want to wait till you die. So now it's all these businesses and there's all these adulation after he dies. But I feel like Nipsey and Tupac are in similar aspects, is in people wonder the what ifs. If Pop wouldn't have died, what was his impact been on the rap community and the world? And as far as Nipsey, everybody's seen the trends that he was setting business-wise and entrepreneurship, as far as our community in particular, as far as black people in particular. He was like basically breaking it down and giving us the game that we are not openly exposed to or openly accessible. He was kind of like almost making it a trend to be an entrepreneur and giving people the outlets and aspects, as far as like with the Vector 90 program, the things that he was setting up for the youth in the community to be able to gain information and be able to actually learn how businesses work, being able to be virtually integrated, which means all of your business aspects, all of your production aspects are within your company, within your entity, which is how like the most successful companies are virtually integrated, because they don't have to outsource anything. So they keep the profit margin in. I think, yeah, of course, it's part of exploitation where people want to wait till you die to want to support you. I just think that, we need to set a different trend, as far as if you see somebody that's honorable or somebody that's on a positive kick or somebody that has a purpose that's serving the community or serving humanity in general, no matter where they come from, I think people should like rally behind it. But I think people are more attracted to negative than positive. So of course, when you die, it's a negative thing that people want to support all the positive things when you die. And as far as Jay Reddy, I think he's a personality. He's a dope personality. He's funny. He's comical. He's not the typical LA, what you think of a LA member or whatever. Like, he doesn't carry himself presented that way. I think he got a lot. I think he got wild and out type of potential. Like, he's funny. He's comical. He doesn't carry himself as a menacing figure. So in LA, let's be honest, the gang culture is part of our fabric. We're born into this, so it's like it's kind of a detriment that's unfair.
It is a huge detriment. It's not. I don't think it's unfair. It's certain, just like your parents tell you, it's certain shit you don't do in front of company.
But
so when you're gonna get on TV now, like that was our conversation
Facts.
about Jay Reddy. Oh, we do believe all the things that you said, and he could go so much farther than that than anybody can ever go with talking about gangbanging or having a whole bunch of songs just about gangbanging. It's not gonna go nowhere. It's gonna be cool to this group of people, and that's gonna be it. And the rest of America and the rest of the world are just like,
Yeah, it's just gonna be stuck in the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of reaching outer limits, you know what I'm saying?
because he is like a personality. When I go on his page, it is
He's
fun.
funny.
It's a whole bunch of shit. You could go a million times farther than that.
Like you could laugh. You could like he's comical. He has a lot of comical flair to what he's going on. It's like he doesn't take himself too serious. Like even though like man, it's a lot of members that are not. Everybody's not violent dudes. Everybody's not menacing figures. Like just because we come from a community doesn't mean that everybody is engaging in violence or engaging in this. It's a lot of dudes that's good dudes that just happen to grow up in a community and then just embrace the community they come from. It doesn't mean that they're negative people or they're bad
But
people.
we know that because we from there. When you go out to the world, you can't assume that they're going to give you that human element. We know it because we grew up with people, and then something happened and they 12, 13, they just get put on the hood. Other people don't see it like that. They don't see the human side. They see Monster Cody.
Yeah.
They don't associate it with that. Like, that's why I think it's a difference between making like gangbang music and maybe the kind of music like Aunt Hefe makes, to where I'm telling a story about what happened to me. I'm not on here banging the hood. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying
Hey.
how shit went.
I was just banging Aunt Hefe on the way here, man, and his album just dropped on Spotify.
There
He
you
got
go.
some
Oh, it's
fire.
out. It's out now.
Yeah, what's the name of the album,
Okay,
Hefe?
okay.
Let's
Yeah,
promote.
what the check say, man? Y'all already know the promotion going on. I ain't gonna lie, they was kind of holding it up. I had to get something together last night with Distro Kid, but they finally dropped it like at 4 this morning or whatever though. But
Okay.
yeah,
It's
we definitely
impossible
going
to get
up.
in touch with them, bro.
Sure.
Fucking impossible.
Yeah, you got to get that live rep on it.
Yo.
Yeah, they was holding it up, but I
So the
gotta
album is
drop
called What the Check Say.
What the check say.
Here we
What
go,
the check
Hefe.
say? Okay, I'm slapping that on the
Oh, what
way
happened
back.
to the merch? I got in your comments about this merch,
Oh, I
Hefe.
gotta get that up. I've been juggling a lot of shit, but I gotta stop bullshitting. People been on me about the merch. I'm gonna get the website back up like next week. That's
There
gonna
you
be
go.
up and running. We gonna have all the slogans, everything y'all want. I gotta get the Hefe juice back up. I know Adam and them been on me about the Hefe juice and all
Yes.
that. I've been slacking, but shit, life, man. I be juggling a lot of shit. A lot of
Yeah.
things be going on. So, just taking it a step at a time and not trying to overwhelm myself or
Mm-hmm.
nothing. You feel me?
Facts. You might need a team at this point, Hefe. You feel me? Can't be doing
Yeah,
everything.
no,
on your
I've
own.
been slowly for surely putting the team together because I
Find
am a
those
person that like
pieces.
doing shit by myself. I ain't gonna lie, like I don't like really involving people and shit. But like,
Yeah.
You know,
with
that's a
certain
trauma
things-
response from being let down,
Yeah,
Hefe.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or not wanting to be let down. I don't even say because like. I'm a person like you do it one time, like we ain't about to even experience that shit again.
That's why they say it's a trauma
Alright, that's
response.
cool. Yeah, type shit. Man,
Yeah.
speaking about it though, I seen y'all drop that cipher too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Spody
Spody
Face
Face.
dropped
Shout out
that,
Spody Face.
Cipher. What was it? It wasn't Crips versus Bloods, right? That's not what the
It was a
name
Crip and Blood cipher.
Crip and Blood cipher, okay, there you go.
That's how it was pitched, but it wasn't pitched like
Oh my
on
God.
Not a
no
versus, yeah, type
negative
shit.
aspect. It
No,
was just
not
really
at all.
like unity. Just bringing
Okay.
the city together. Certain areas that don't supposed to get along, being in the room with each other.
That was
just people
hard.
just hopping on the beach. You feel me? It just,
I do appreciate you, and I think it is Spody Face that's on the Tuesday show, trying to make the gangbang scene out here more fraternity style instead of we gotta
Yo.
kill each other. Because
Wait.
like we just so happen to be from these different groups.
No,
That
but
was
I
deep
mean,
what
if you
FA
are,
said,
but if
though.
you are age though, and that is your mentality more than like, and not everybody, it's a small percentage who probably still had the same mentality from 13 to 12, and now they in their 30s now. Like, if you've been somebody that's been like neck deep in the streets and you have participated in all these things, like, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing the same thing or be feeling the same way like at this age for it? Like, I think that's kind of like for the people who really didn't get no shine or really wasn't doing nothing and just like trying to show out now, because it's just like, for me, like, if you really acting like that at this age, like, it's kind of like tacky, like definitely on
Thank
camera.
you.
Like, if you really gonna be on it, like, be on that. Like, I can salute if you own it, but like, if you like, a lot of stuff is just for social media, you know what I'm saying, just for clickbait, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just to everybody want to just be, even the people who's not on here, everybody just wants their 15 minutes of fame, but just want to be somebody off social media, want to be this, oh, I'm this, I did this and that, and I'm just, hey, Man, that shit old. That shit played out, bro. You better get some money and live, bro.
I agree.
Like-
Speaking of played out, we got 50 Cent and T.I. going crazy on each other on the internet.
Yo.
He
Yeah, for
involved his
sure.
wife, which I feel like should be out of bounds, but at least T.I. has a wife to be involved.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Tired.
Oh, so you team Ti?
I have to be Team T.I. because regardless of anything that he has done in life, he still has a family that seemingly likes him. And
Facts.
his son was going up for him against 50 Cent.
No, this is deep.
I loved every moment of it because you're not about to just talk about my mama.
Oh, God.
Hey, anybody gonna ride for their mama?
For sure.
Just on GP, you gotta ride for mom.
He did his thing. King did his thing.
And his
For
mom
sure.
is not no loudmouth type of lady. She don't be in none of this business.
I like the way Tony carry herself.
So yeah.
But 50 is the wrong dude to cross.
Jackson business. You do think so?
Yes, I know so.
Why do you say
He
that?
threatened me on Monday.
He did.
Threatened me. Look, watch what I'll do. I have someone come kill you. He threatened me. He threatened me on Monday, and this is what he did.
How long were you two together?
We were together for 13 years. The relation just ended over a year ago. He cannot accept that I have moved on with my life. And he felt like he want to strip me of everything. And I didn't allow it. I fought back. And this is what he's trying to do. He tried to kill me and his own child.
Why do you know that?
He threatened me. He told me he would. He told me he would have someone come do something to me. He told me he would say, watch what I do. I have someone come kill you. And that's what he did. That's
really
what he did.
believe that he would-
I know he did. There's not a doubt in my mind on my son's life. I know he did.
What happened?
I know he
Did you hear
did.
anything? Did you see anything?
Someone threw something through the window and the house just ignited. Couldn't even make it downstairs. We had to jump out the window.
Do you think he hired someone to do
Yes,
it?
of course. I know he's too much of a coward to do anything himself.
Where is
You're
it?
blaming 50 Cent for this?
Yes,
He released a
yes.
statement saying he was happy everyone got out alive.
He didn't even, if you release a statement, if you care about your child, he has made no attempt to contact his child. He calls my grandmother when he's upset and he wants to talk about me. He calls my uncle, he calls my aunt. He's not made one attempt to come find out if his son is okay. So that sound like a concerned father? A concerned father don't sign over their rights. A concerned father do not sign over legal, physical. He has no rights over Marquise. None. He signed away custody. He tries to make it like he's a doting, beautiful father. He's not.
You don't think he cares about
He
you?
is a deadbeat because it's not about monetary. He is a deadbeat.
You heard this in the middle of the night?
Yes, I did.
Talk about the custody of the house. He didn't want you to have that
No,
house.
and we was
Getting into the synopsis of it all.
This is
I
a lot.
thought it was gonna be about T.I. and 50, man. I ain't know
But
it was
no.
gonna be baby mama
But
drama.
it is
is.
because he involved and he posted Tiny trying to be shady like he does to everybody else. And he's not thinking about the idea that T.I. has been on TV with his family for the past 10 years, maybe more. That's kind of what more people know him for, especially the younger group.
Family
Him being a
hustle.
family man. So you're coming at him and your family is non-existent. The first kid hates you, openly beef with him on the internet, and you started it. And it looks like your twin, which makes it even sadder to see. This baby mama, we have all this old stuff on the internet of you abusing her, allegedly set the house on fire. You're known for beating your hoes. You can search that on the internet. You made this whole thing about Diddy and your baby mama was on the stand saying he paid her rent.
Hey, Tam, be careful now.
Look,
You know 50, you know he's
Post me, it's gonna turn me up.
Hey,
Post
yo.
me 50, I'm just saying. But this is all
Hey, be
true about
careful
you.
now, Tam.
I'm gonna say this.
Be careful now,
Hey,
Tam.
hold on now. Hey, hold on.
I'm not scared of 50 Cent.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
he's a
hey.
big ass bully. He's a big grown
Be
bully.
careful now, Tam. That's
yo.
boo boo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. This
Hey,
nigga,
I
this
seen
nigga just
Boo-Boo.
bought some niggas studio.
Yeah,
feel
like
me?
you see, he's every day he's on bullshit on the
You know Adam
internet.
trying to sell the
You don't want-
building.
hey,
you know Adam trying to sell this motherfucker, Tam. Hey, be careful.
Trying to
now.
buy this building right here.
Damn.
Man. Look, 50 is
Yo.
cool. But as far as with his first son, I'm not gonna
No,
necessarily
that's
say that he started it. I'm gonna say that children are very susceptible to be prejudiced against their fathers by their mothers, especially if they grow up in a household with the mother. So there are a lot of mothers that unjustly turn their kids against their fathers. What I'll say is this: the liquor company that 50 first set up, initially he set it up for his son to run, but his son didn't want to go take the classes and get the certifications in order to be able to run the company. He felt like 50 should just hand him money and he shouldn't he shouldn't have to work for it. The liquor company, Branson Cognac and everything, was initially set up for the son to run, but the son elected to neglect the requirements that it would take to be able to run the company. So 50 was forced to run it himself. So I think like it's a lot of layers that are off camera behind the scenes that we may not see. And
Okay, we could take the son out, but okay, your baby mama is on the news back in the day alleging that you set their house on fire and that you didn't call to check if nobody was okay. So that's a strike. Your second baby mama says that you beat her, sexually abused her, all of these things, and now she's on the stand defending Diddy because she's participating in the freak off for her $10,000 rent every month.
If we want to talk about sexual abuse and Diddy, like, man, shout out my boy Stevie J. That's my partner. So, but sexual abuse and Diddy is like crazy to put in the same sentence and then be pointing the finger at somebody else, because this dude just got a one-man RICO for being an abusive freak. Like, not committing like any crimes outside of being abusive and being a freak. Like, a one-man RICO is crazy, which is layers to that.
The narrative with this though, like we just seen Diddy go through the worst PR year that we've maybe ever seen in hip hop.
After he sued somebody.
What's being like kind of posed here is, yo, the 50 Cent documentary might be just as crazy.
Exactly. It will be.
You know,
it will be.
As a big businessman that 50 has built himself up to be, you kind of don't want people unearthing this in the middle of a beef that you started, where all eyes are on you because you're expected to embarrass someone, but they're bringing out some shit that could kind of hurt your paper.
And that you went out of your way to step on and get out of the way to become this new media mogul person.
He kind of successfully buried his son as, like you said, he don't want to work. He's just, for lack of better terms, like a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did that already. He got all this shit dismissed, and now it's being unearthed by a family man who takes care of his family and stuff, saying, I got the paperwork on you, and niggas is ready to talk about you trying to burn down your baby mama's home, and your kid was in it. Like, that's some grimy
And King had a whole list of things. Like,
that's crazy.
It looks crazy, the things that you've done.
This remind me of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yo.
The house get set on fire, that thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Type shit.
Hey.
It like, that's another angle. Look, that's another angle. This is some shit that doesn't happen in his life that's been done to him. And you feel me? Now they alleging that you basically took that playbook and applied it to your own
She was
shit.
talking about trauma earlier. I think 50 is somebody who was able to surpass a lot of trauma. And
Not
then be able to,
surpass.
like, I'm going to just say surpass.
Now, so probably bury it in riches.
Bury it, because all of this stuff that he does is like some bitter shit that you do. And you're just alone in the mansion at night and you just bully people.
I say surpass because a lot of people are not able to deal with their trauma and then overcome their trauma and put themselves in position to overcome the trauma and then be functional in society.
But we're not saying what about him says that he's functional.
You know what
look
it
at his
really
behavior.
I think his success, honestly.
Just because you're successful don't mean that you're a good person.
You know what it really is, though?
No, I'm not morally speaking of him being a good person.
Because all we can do is speak about is what the media show you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. See, we talking about personal. We now, you know what I'm saying, what she's talking about, she's peeling back, you know what I'm saying, the personal, you know what I'm saying, layers.
And look at this is what King posted.
Social media don't see.
About 50 Cent. You got shot 9 times and did nothing. You dissed Lil' Kim after she refused to go on a date with you, had to duck shots because of it, and started making memes. You got smoked by Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle. Talk tough, then duck the beef with Fat Joe because you know you couldn't fuck with him like that on the street level. Got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West. We remember that on. And he said he would quit rapping after that. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
He knew he couldn't fuck with Rick Ross musically, so he started making skits.
Hey.
Reposted a sex tape of Tierra Marie for no reason. Has publicly disrespected Ashanti, Sierra, Vivica A. Fox, etc. for no reason. And these are women that he was allegedly linked to be with romantically. So you come out and you be mean to your exes after the fact. Not a good character trait.
I ain't seen he outed Sierra. I thought him and Cece was cool.
I didn't know that.
Being disrespectful to her on the internet.
I didn't know he was romantically involved with Ashanti. I know the thing with Vivica was very public, so I didn't know he was
T.I. in the versus battle, called him a snitch, even though he's been known, even though 50 is known as a federal informant, makes fun of T.I.'s wife, as if we don't know his track record with women, criticizes rappers for publicly speaking on politics and religion, but he won't stand up for anything, even though he's a known Trump supporter. Helps produce a documentary of Diddy's transgressions, but won't speak about his own history of domestic violence against women.
Yo, this is an old head versus an internet head right here.
Listen.
50's losing.
Makes fun of other rappers' family, but his older son hates him and calls him a deadbeat. His younger son was living in a house that Diddy pays for, and he burned his older son's mother's house. Diddy has his younger son's mother prostituting herself in freak-off parties.
Yo.
I don't think, look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. There are a lot of times where we live in an era where, to be honest with you, a lot of our female influencers that are very popular are kind of basically rapping prostitutes. If I don't want to sugarcoat it, Like the image that they portray, the message that they portray. Break a nigga, get his pockets, take his money. Girl, don't give him no cat if he ain't giving you no cash. These are all prostitution
I don't cook,
messages.
I don't clean, but I got this ring.
And so let's be real.
That was a married lady, Hefe.
When it comes to images, I think that women are not held to the same level of accountability as men in society and life in general, because they're able to, display whatever images they want to display without any recourse for it.
And how does
Well,
that
what does this have to do with 50 though?
Yeah,
I just brought that up because you brought up his differences with different women. And I didn't know that he was romantically involved with Ashanti. But I'll say he dissed Ashanti because she was connected to Irv.
Birdie.
sure.
That was a whole.
That's
50
understood,
has a pattern. If you follow 50 from the beginning, he has a pattern of behavior. If he has an enemy and you sit there and make yourself a friend of one of his enemies, he's gonna put you on his hit list too. So anybody
But doesn't
that
that make a man look weak to have a history of going after women for any reason?
Well, no. It depends on accountability. Yeah. If he has a legitimate reason, then that's different. I just think that everybody, regardless of gender, should be held accountable for their actions. I don't think that men and women should be held to different standards. I think adults should be held to the same standard regardless of gender. So I'll say that. I'm not here to defend 50's actions. For me, I'll just say that.
It for me, it's goofy, as a man,
Thank you.
to come after a female. If you got a repeated behavior of going after women, that's goofy because it's showing some type of trauma there, or maybe you got done so bad by a woman that you just in that phase, man, I got this bread, I'm doing every woman bad, and after I finish with her, I'ma just out her. It's like if you finish with her, the corner's already done, you done with her. But like the getting on the net and trash
and it's
talking crazy.
It seems like it's cool, or it's looked at less wrong when you're a regular person, right? Everybody might have beef with their baby mama or something, or a girl that they was with her 13 years. When y'all break up, you might have some shit to say on Facebook.
Sure.
But you're a filthy rich man. You could go get 15 other women today. You don't gotta be taking time out of your day to diss this woman online and to talk shit about her. That's showing that you really got a problem.
It's goofy depending on how big your check is. Period. It don't have nothing to do with. I think most dudes, you feel me? If you raise,
goofy depending on how.
No, I said it's goofy. Period. It
Oh,
don't
it is
depend on
goofy,
if you
period.
I just feel like the cloth that you cut from and how you was raised, you're gonna look at it as that's just fucking
I agree.
goofy.
That develops your
I
perspective.
agree.
You feel
But I
me?
think
Type
when you're
shit.
when you're not wealthy as a man, those hits you take it way more personal. I remember I was 18, I got my first office job, and you could the niggas with the ex-wives, they're always talking about it. They're pissed because she took the house and she took this. Now we got to live in an apartment. He's hot. If you even talk about getting married, he's about to let you have it for 10 minutes.
Well, to be
It's
honest,
different.
man,
50, you're 50 Cent. You should not have no problem with Sierra leaving you, not wanting to be bothered. With Vivica Fox coming out all the time saying you was the love of her life.
I think that we live in a
saga. I remember the Vivica A. Fox thing for sure.
She left Bow Wow for him.
Yeah, that was brief. Man, let's be real.
50,
What'd he say?
And she did, I can't leave him alone.
Hey,
Trying to
I
do
had
good boy
to- hey,
thing.
I think 50 there at the video, shirt off, niggas grown man.
I had your favorite actress from your favorite shows in my favorite positions, man. You know how it goes.
But I thought the Vivica thing was just some player shit.
No.
He basically just said he hit, right?
She was obsessed with that
He tell you
man.
in the song. He said that like any other person before he got famous, Vivica was a woman that he liked, and you know what I'm saying, he had a crush on, and he
facts.
said once he got her and started cracking her, he got over the crush.
For sure. Yeah, that was just some hip hop type shit.
So everything
Like,
that
that's-
glitter ain't gold. So once he got to know her as a person and then got to tap into it, he seen that the substance that she had wasn't something that he was into.
Yeah,
I'll say this. I'll say when it comes to criticizing the opposite gender, I'll say even if it's right or wrong, men, even if the woman is even if the woman is in the wrong, if you speak out negatively against the woman, you're gonna get negative backlash. And I'll say a lot of women get celebrated for bashing men when men are wrong.
That's what's expected though.
But I
because
think-
think about where the male backlash is gonna come from. It's gonna come from your partner saying like, "Hey, bro, that shit was kind of corny. Just let the female do what she gonna do." Versus women, that's their outlet. Women use relational aggression. Men use physical aggression.
I think the
so.
way-
If a chick does something to you, you should just be. We're the stronger sex, bro. At the end of the day, it's water off your back type shit. For a girl, she could cry, she could fucking throw fits, she could do this and that. Not saying it's right, as long as she's not keying your car, burning, bleaching your clothes. That's what women are supposed to do.
That's what
I'ma
society
say,
expects.
that's
them
what
to even do.
society
I'm gonna say
expects.
there are a lot of societal things that are designed to the detriment of men that are designed to the benefit of women because there's a lack of accountability.
Okay, but if you talking about divorce, shit with your kids, stuff like that, yes, I believe that conversation is you can have that conversation. But we just talking about some boyfriend, girlfriend, shade room, tea.
Yep.
Nigga, you gotta be a fucking stoic. You feel me? You haven't heard Stephon say shit about Cardi saying good luck with your game, nigga.
Because he a
You
player.
You feel me? Cause he's with this other hoe right
Look.
now. That's
Exactly.
what you supposed to do.
Exactly.
While we on
That's
that-
what that's the script. It's written out. You feel me? You can follow
While we
it.
And
on
yeah,
that-
why would you be mad at me
know
or
what I'm
trash
saying?
talk me when you got caught out there? You should just be
Yeah.
happy with your hoes now.
On that
But if we
topic-
talking divorce and we talking about your kids getting involved in the court system and stuff, yeah, man, get a rough shake of things for sure. You are allowed to be human and be like, fuck, I want to see my kids like I wish I had
But as a
the
man-
wealth that I built, whatever. But like we
As
talking
a man,
about
I
some
think as a man, you should want to take more accountability over a woman, regardless
facts. That there
of
you go.
how a woman feels.
Yeah.
Like, because I know we in like a new space where, women want equal rights, you know what I'm saying, and equal pay and certain things like that. But just like as a man, you more stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So does-
I
Off the
agree,
bat,
Hefe. And
yeah.
I think now men go too hard with y'all want to be equal in money and all that, then we should get to be equal in emotion. She was
Yeah,
crashing out, so
you know-
I want
you
to
know
crash
what I'm
out.
saying?
So
Like,
does
Yeah.
equal rights come with equal accountability? Should it?
No,
Accountability
bro,
in what
yes
way?
or no, yes or no.
I think
Like-
I think you trying to speak like from a political or aspect or layman terms. Like me, I'm speaking like spiritually, bro. Like a lot of shit. Like when it comes to law, I'm like certain things gonna make me like dig in spiritually. So spiritually, that's a belief for me. Like regardless of what a woman is pushing for, like I know I'm a man. I know I'm a man at the end of the day, and I know that. Like I'm the head of the household. Like I'm the head. I'm the top dog. Regardless, you feel me? This is my partner, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, like she still, regardless of what she pushing, she relies some strength from you, bro.
And that's why it makes 50 Cent look weak. And this may be one of the battles that he actually loses, because in every single T.I. response, even though T.I. does sometimes come off corny, we cannot say that's not true, he's at a dinner table with his whole damn family. And that can never be said of 50 Cent. We're never going to see that just because of how you act and how you carry it in your personal life. The people don't want to be around you. That's how it seems. That's what's been displayed to the public. And we don't have to know your personal business because it might be even worse. But from what we've seen in the public, you can't keep that shit together for nothing. And T.I., despite being arrested, going to jail a bunch of times, getting caught with side bitches, his wife getting her lick back with Floyd Mayweather, they still at the table together, all their kids happy.
I think that
Tiny got her lick back with Floyd.
Yeah, you ain't-
Tiny got her lick back with Floyd. No.
yes.
What?
You're not about to be
where
cheating
were
on me
you?
every day out here
You're
holding hands
lying.
with these bitches.
But let's
Floyd took her on a
Look,
shopping
let's
spree.
be
Too
real.
much.
Floyd took her on a shopping spree.
A lot,
Ran it up.
a lot of that quote unquote cheating was
I
done
ain't gonna lie, yeah,
together.
That too.
That would have been over.
Yo.
A lot of that cheating was done together
Yeah, I
in the
would've-
same
Yo.
room.
Yeah,
And
you
so
gotta fly
hey,
back to Florida,
You
know what
light
I'm saying?
skinned niggas is stronger than us. I'll tell you that
hey,
much.
they live a alternative lifestyle.
When a woman's fed up.
Yo, no, I'm following Shade Room because I be out the loop. Tiny and Floyd.
Yeah, man. Let's be real, man.
That's
T.I.
old.
I'm out the loop.
I seen that incarcerated.
What the fuck?
Her walking with him like they was like
Yes.
to an airport or something. All type
Her
of
aunt,
shit. Like
what's the
Yeah.
girl that
She had
used
an
to be
overnight
there?
bag?
It's kinda-
50 was playing this when they first got it because T.I. and 50 Ben got into it. Like I
Yeah,
think
they had a beef.
this was doing when the versus shit was going on, when the COVID shit was going on,
Yeah.
and everybody was inside.
Yeah.
So when 50 started trolling, he like, man, hey, man, shit, man, my boy, man, money, Floyd, man, knocked your wife down. Like,
I think it goes beyond that. I don't think 50 and T.I. ever really liked each other all the way back when T.I. was popping and was at the top of the rap game. I don't think they ever liked each other. So
T.I.
I think this is
T.I. just spoke on it the other day. He said they ain't never had smoke. He said the smoke stemmed from during the COVID time. They both was in L.A. and the versus shit was going on. He said they was both in L.A. on business, ran into each other, and T.I. like, nigga, everything was good. I got at him like, hey, bro, let's do this versus. And he said 50 was with it. So he said when he went back and announced it, 50 started playing like he had amnesia. And he said, what I don't respect, I don't respect no liar. He like, nigga, it ain't even about the amnesia, nigga, that you lied. We talked, and this is what we said we was gonna do. And then when I promoted it, nigga, you dropped out and tried to make me look like a liar, like I was a goofy. You know what I'm saying?
If that's how it happened, if that's factual,
That's what T.I. said out his mouth.
That's a knock on 50 because, like, if I look you in your eye as a man, bro, and I tell you whatever I tell you when I look you in your eyes and tell you that, I should be held to that standard.
I was gonna run the content yesterday. He said that out his mouth. I heard that out T.I. mouth. It ain't nothing I made up. T.I. like he was in L.A. and I told him let's do the verses. He said he was with it. When I announced it, he acted like he didn't know what was going on, like he had amnesia. And I don't respect that. He lost my respect.
I respect that too, but we ain't gonna act like that Crime Stoppers video didn't look crazy.
It definitely looked crazy for sure.
We ain't gonna act like a dude that got like.
But like I said, hey, look, a rat is a rat. This is a snitch. Again, I ain't speaking for him. Like to the Crime Stopper things, he said that was a part of his federal plea agreement. Like that was a part of his community service that he had to do the video.
So you familiar? You somebody that's familiar with the federal system?
I'm not a rap. I wasn't a high profile rapper before I went to the feds. So it'd be different stipulations. Do I think the feds? I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Regardless of what they got, the rules and regulations got right there, ain't nothing set in stone. They will make some shit up as they going along.
It's up to the judge at the end of the day.
It's at the judge's discretion. Yeah. So I believe that, the judge probably did like, hey, all right, you want to get off on these guns in this case like this? Do a Crime Stopper video, you know what I'm saying put the guns down and tell the kid. I believe a judge will do some shit like that for sure.
I'm not ruling out.
Because you've been out here talking about shooting and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm not ruling out a realm of possibility.
Only thing I don't like he did the Crime Stopper video, that's just like a joke. Like, all right. Only thing that was kind of like, to me, that you could kind of classify as telling is when he was on the stand
for his friend.
Talking about his friend, Big Phil. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he did that for the family. But in the streets, you giving a description and you saying certain shit is like, motherfuckers will be like, oh, man, he told.
What about the time on his case? Does that raise an eyebrow for you?
What about the case? What'd he do?
The year, he talking about the case we talking about where he took that plea, got a year and a half. I'm going to just say this. It's up to the judge ultimately, like he said. So everything could be on the up and the judge the judge has the final say when it comes to the feds.
Look, he got caught with machine guns.
If y'all want to know if T.I. tell T.I. to present
his paperwork,
PSI, pre-sentencing report. It's going to show everything he's ever been arrested for from state to the feds if he had a traffic ticket. So I mean, if you want to know if he telling, just present your PSI.
I think this has been brought up a lot of times in the PSI.
He was caught with such crazy weapons with enhancements on them, and he did such
I've seen some of the craziest shit that you can't explain, bro. It like happening and it had you pondering and nothing ain't came from it. Like, yeah, of course you thinking that you ain't worth all them tickets. Of course, you thinking you right now or me, just Joe Blow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got a couple dollars to get caught with some machine guns. Of course, like, nigga, like money talk, bullshit walk.
So they made an example of him in another way by asking him to do the Crime Stoppers. That's the way he paid his debt to society. I was just wondering if it raises suspicion because the thing that stuck out to me was he was caught with a suppressor on the guns. Which is a crazy fucking enhancement.
He was caught red-handed.
I can't explain none of that, and I'm not taking up for nobody because I wasn't in that courtroom.
Facts. I was just wondering. Facts.
Hey, man, that man was caught red-handed going to buy guns from the feds, already with guns, and he was caught red-handed going to buy guns from undercover agents. Then when they raid your house, you have a military arsenal already. You didn't even need no more guns. When they showed all the stuff he had in his house, bro, you was already straight.
This is a red-blooded Southern American. You can't tell these people how many guns they can have down there in Georgia.
He had military. This is the thing, right? He should have got more time, but like I said, he got a different bag. He should have got more time, but the thing is, in the feds, y'all thinking about all them guns. He could have got caught with 10 guns at one time and still classified as one gun. It's not going to be 10 separate guns.
Okay.
It's just a gun charge.
And the gun laws are different than here, so we can't compare.
Aesthetically, it just looked crazy when they rolled out that arsenal on the table. Like, man, what the fuck is this nigga doing with grenade launchers? Like
he's ready.
Like, even on the smarter scale, even if you pay attention to Brick Baby, like Brick Baby, they say allegedly he got caught with like 3 different guns. All that is one gun charge.
That's true, but that's 3. He had like
it's still
20.
It's still more than one gun.
Maybe he thought people were out to kill him. He's under attack.
I understand him being I understand that through the tragic thing that happened with his friend. I understand his state of mind. I just, it's it just looked crazy.
Nigga thought he was Tony
Me not knowing
Montana.
the facts. From the outside looking at it, looked crazy. But when you got these high paid lawyers, man, America is based around the dollar bill.
It is a paper play
If
scheme.
you got that paper and you have not crossed the wrong people, like Diddy, he had the paper, but he crossed the powers that be. So his paper didn't matter. They disqualified his paper. If you have not crossed the powers that be, and you got the money,
and these people,
you got action.
and you got to understand, just like when you in different rooms and you rubbing elbows with different people, like you seeing like the legislation, you know what I'm saying? You see in the mayor, you know what I'm saying? You might know the governor and stuff like that. Then people put a good word in for you. That's another thing. Like
Meek Mill with Michael Rubin.
Doing them court proceedings, they allow letters in. You ain't that nigga probably had that motherfucker flooded with 10,000 letters or anything from good people. You feel me?
T.I. seems like the type of dude that could work that situation though too. By the way, he just carries himself.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
In the Meek Mill case, though, it's different because the judge was found to be corrupt. So he didn't
we
even.
were just saying on the topic of knowing the right people and having a lot of people advocate for you, because she could have still been fucked up and we would have never known if he didn't have everybody in front of the camera every day outside telling us this.
Yes,
you got people out.
Most definitely. I just think that it should be more accountability for corrupt officials. But, I don't
The
want to
system of that is corrupt, when you got to pay to get elected. So
I think this is one, though, where 50 he maybe misplayed his hand a little bit, and he doesn't want to be bringing this kind of attention to himself. And like Tam said, this level of pettiness is it's giving bitter instead of strategic warrior right now. And when you got so much big business on the table for you, you really don't want to be getting caught up in petty skirmishes with T.I.'s son, who's got all day the power of Chat GPT, every video on YouTube,
and
breaking
not just
down
that,
all of
we've been
50's
alive
flaws.
through it happening.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
and
Because a lot of this shit's getting repainted for me. I was like, oh no, 50 was just, you know what I'm saying, being a irreverent ass nigga. He was doing his thing. He was having his way. Now I'm looking at it like, oh shit, Fifth.
But we agreed though, like you feel me, like 50, you know what I'm saying, have showed to be, an emotional character, right? And like from what I seen, like man, he went in on 50. Like when 50 basically spoke on his mother.
Yeah.
Oh, he went in on 50 mama, like, bro, like your mama's a J, she a pack, she dead.
Yes.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying, go dig her up.
He said it's his
Ooh.
biggest accomplishment is being able to keep his mother safe while he was in the streets until he could take care of her.
But the difference is 50's mother died when he was a child.
But
so you wasn't in a position to keep your mama safe. Now, once you bring in family into it, all bets are off. So you can say whatever you want.
But you brought Tiny up first, so now that's why he's telling you to dig your mama up. You can't play with everybody like that.
You can't really. We can't really.
Most definitely.
Give
But I
him
just
escape
think
either.
if we're gonna morally hold 50 accountable for his moral standing, as far as like, oh no, this is wrong morally, I think T.I. is a man as well, so they should be held to the same moral standard. So if 50 hits below the belt, and we hold him accountable for it, and T.I. his back below the belt, I think they're in the same belt.
I don't think we was holding him accountable for below the belt. It's that you started it below the belt because it was about some business shit, about the verses. Obviously, even last week when we was in here, it seemed like versus promotion. He was just going at him on some rap shit. But then you post a picture of my wife. Now I can say whatever I want to say about you.
Because
50 be having underlying
I was
motives.
even buying into the storyline of, oh shit, T.I. challenging 50 to a versus is low key disrespectful. Like, I know T.I. got some hits and shit. He got
a catalog.
For sure, but 50 got a classic rap album.
He got a couple classic rap albums.
For sure. But I'm just saying, like,
classics.
50, for sure. But Get Rich or
what's
Die
classic?
Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. To me, I would put The Massacre as a classic too.
Yeah, The Massacre too.
He only got two.
Massacre?
Oh, I got you.
Baltimore Love Thing.
Yeah, Baltimore Love Thing is a crazy ass song for sure. The Smile Again song or whatever.
We got a love thing. Girl, you're trying to leave me, but you didn't.
I
Come on
got
now.
No, that song Piggy Bank, where he did. We was talking about fact. The thing with 50 is he's not beefing with one rapper at a time. 50
Just
is,
a little bit.
50 is slaying like 5 dudes in one verse.
In My Hood, come on, bro.
Yeah, and I don't hate 50. Like, I love the Get Rich or Die
In My
Trying.
Hood?
Control,
Love
Rider Music, Disco
Baltimore.
Inferno. I already said
Disco
just
Inferno,
a little bit.
let's go.
Position of Power, that's one of my favorite 50
Me
songs.
too.
For sure. God
shoot
gave
when
me
I say
style.
shoot.
God gave me style.
God gave me grace.
All-time
God
50
gave me
record.
style.
God gave me grace.
Yo,
God
come on,
put a
bro.
smile
T.I.
on my face.
Respectfully, that's a little disrespectful calling 50 Cent out.
It's
to a
not though,
versus.
because T.I. got a lot of bangers.
You know what? The only reason I feel like T.I. could compete is those radio hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got hits for the whites.
But 50 though, it's like a complete package.
50 is a tidal wave.
Like when Jeezy and Gucci were throwing them songs on back to back, and the way you just got to see people react, like it wasn't no mainstream shit. It was like, this is for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
I think Gucci song selection is what made it go that bad. Gucci had a whole lot of bangers that he should have played that he didn't play that would have resonated better with the audience.
Yeah.
I think, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Like Jeezy has better commercial success, but if we want to talk about like street impact, man, that Gucci is going crazy.
Yeah, Gucci got him for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Gucci like controlled more like of the underground in the streets, and Jeezy was like more like mainstream.
Corporate thugging, man.
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Rocket.
What do you guys think about Rimble saying he wouldn't go outside or do shows because he thought people were out to kill him?
Let's get into the clip.
Rimble is he makes like joke rap, right? It's Rimble.
You said a joke rap or jail rap?
Like joke, I mean both.
Joke,
but joke rap.
Yeah. No, for sure. There's an element of satire to it, for sure.
Yes.
Rimble lawyer was a lawyer that Rimble lawyer was NLE Chopper lawyer. Right. I just did NLE Chopper deal. So he was like, yo, I got this kid from the West Coast. I met Rimble and I was like, by himself, no manager, no nothing. It would just be me and him. He was a real dude, but I didn't understand the politics of like, people really want to kill you until he was the first artist. Like, nigga, y'all don't understand what's happening out there. We got to let this shit die or cool off. And by that time I left the label. So, but that's still my dog.
It's crazy too, because I felt like Rimble out of the last, 5, 6, 7 years of like hip hop in LA, he seemed like he had the biggest wave at a certain point. And I always didn't understand like how much it was the label finessing to make it look bigger than it really was.
It wasn't.
It felt like, I'm seeing all these girls doing TikTok dances. And even at that time, I'm still kind of green to it. And I'm like, man, this kind of feels AstroTurfed.
No, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
It was a good song.
No, listen, bro, when we signed Rimble, it was like a phenom. Like, you don't understand. Really? Rimble was the first artist that I signed that I had people calling me like, I'm the A&R. Like, I'm not his manager. Like, yo, you think he'll do the show for 5,000? I'm like, yo, Rimble. Rimble like, nah. Call me back a couple days later because he getting hotter. You think he do it for 10? He like, nah. He just didn't care, bro. He literally was like on some like, I know where I'm at. I know what this is. Ain't nobody gonna trick me into going in these arenas and something happened and I'm taken away from my family. He didn't play. And it wasn't no fake shit. He literally had, I had everybody call me about him.
Really?
Rimble got invited to do the BET Awards and they sent the beat and he was like, nah. Wow. You gotta remember, I'm from Atlanta. I'm just,
he was gonna
Rimble's wave was artificial at all.
We just got some good tea in that clip. He said he got asked to be a part of the BET Awards, which is the cypher, and he got sent the beat, and he said no. So these niggas are getting the beat before.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's not a freestyle at all, which I'm
yeah.
sure a lot of people assume, but I'm just saying he admitted it. But not going to the BET Awards cypher because you feel like you're too cool or so. That's crazy.
Nah, it's not because he felt like he was too cool, though. It's about everything that was happening in the city. Because I feel like this is related to Draco's passing.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rimble was not trying to be outside because of this.
I assume Rimble was from Detroit because of how he rapped.
No, he's from San Pedro.
San Pedro.
San Pedro, California, man. Shout out to my Detroit.
So do y'all feel
man.
like he wasted his wave by taking this approach? I'm sure he felt a lot safer given what's going on, but don't you think when opportunity like this knocks, it's kind of not?
I think that I have a lot of empathy for him in this circumstance, just because it is crazy what happened. You know what I'm saying? Even Snoop spoke out about the passing of Draco and how bad that was for like LA and LA's music scene. And I think a lot of people didn't understand at the time what that would do, like the ripple effects. And I think we're living through it right now, where people say that LA hip hop is really kind of missing its stars, losing Nipsey, losing Draco. Two people that were like definitely positioned in the industry to get those bigger attractions. Like I think Draco had a song with Drake, right? Before he passed away.
Yeah, he did.
And Saweetie, that's how I found out
before
about
he passed away. So I think that an artist not wanting to go outside and risk his life after witnessing something like that happen in the manner in which it did, it makes sense.
I
You
think
know
it's
what
due
I'm
to his
saying?
affiliation.
I was gonna
man.
say I gotta take devil's advocate.
I think it's due to him being like
You know, you in the
synonymous with
streets.
Stick team.
Yeah, it is true.
And you know you've been doing certain things, and you might have certain ops. You might have did some shit when you was young. You ran to somebody's house, you shot up a party. Who knows? Allegedly, you can't just go everywhere like a regular person.
No, he was already Draco and Rimbo had already, kind of had their differences before he passed. But I just think Rimbo, people don't realize Rimbo is from San Pedro. So that's like a community that's outside of LA, but you still have ops in LA. So I just think he was being cautious with his safety when he seen what happened to Draco, and he know his name, regardless of what their personal dealings was, his name is synonymous with that Stink Team name. So he didn't want to risk it. I think personally, I think artists should take the proper security measures to make sure that they straight wherever they go. I think if you handle your business right, if you dot your I's and you cross your T's, you put yourself in an advantageous position to be able to go anywhere and take care of your business. I don't think rap is not a profession that you should take on if you're scared to go outside. You cannot be a rapper and be scared to go outside. But when you do go outside in LA, you got to be able to move correctly.
Well, that's what I say on this channel all the time is about you cannot be famous and be in the streets or be a gang member because it doesn't make sense. Now all the ops know you, but you don't know them. So you can't try to do both.
That happens just with you.
You got to decide.
You could just become a face of your community and that'll happen. Like even without being an entertainer.
But when you're already, if you're associated with anything negative, and we all know what can come with gangbanging. Yes, you could be just the cool nigga from the hood, or you could be the shooter. It's a lot of different jobs, but you're associated with this group. It's a lot of people that may have problems with that, and now you got to be out by yourself, and you're the rapper now, and you just got to be outside. That's why he feel like that, and niggas be feeling like they don't want to be a snitch or they don't want to look lame hiring real security, so they bring the homies with them. And then when some shit happen, the homies run.
To be true, man, I have never heard, no knock to Rimble, but I haven't heard no rumblings of Rimble exhibiting any violence towards anybody in the LA
but
community.
he obviously thought that people were going to exhibit nothing but violence towards him, so he missed out on a whole bunch of opportunities.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I do get what you're saying, but I do think the precautions he was taking was fair because, like, if I just think about what shows kind of looked like at that time too, it was a lot of collaboration, but I feel like the Stinks were doing stuff like more so alone, and like after that happens, it would maybe he thought he would be perceived as frontlining for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like the next up.
Like, I'ma carry this shit regardless of what happened or whatever.
So were him and Ralphie cool? Like they didn't fuck with each other?
He was like a Stink affiliate. Like, I think people really thought he was signed to the Stinks when he first came out. And then they had their falling out. Nathan probably knows the history a little bit better than I do because I know that they, really came up listening to Draco. Yeah.
So Rimble signed with Atlantic instead.
I think.
But I think it's just tough. I think it's tough, bro. Like, he had a tough decision to make. I think that was a really dark time. Like, now we could look back on it differently than from when we were living in it. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, bro was scary or whatever is the popular.
No, I would never
thing
say
to
scary.
Yeah,
but
but
cautious.
like precautious, whatever you want to say. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like I could understand where he's coming from because the shit was so fucking crazy. Yeah. And then LA shows, like, LA artists got to function with other LA artists. That's how y'all really get together and get a bag. Like, when I was seeing, like, I looked up, like, a lot of Almighty's old shows and shit recently, and they was, like, all together. Like, it was some unity, you know what I'm saying? It was coming together, getting a bag, you know what I'm saying? So it's just tough when a major factor is now missing.
But I feel like Rimble was super popular at a certain point to where even I don't even like that genre of music, and it got to me.
For sure.
So you did reach critical mass, and at that point, fuck going on tour doing a show in California. They was offering you $5,000-$10,000. Go to another state. Because these niggas not getting on the plane. They can't. They got records.
A lot of dudes would be scared to leave their comfort zone.
That's what it is. Like, just leave. Go do
been on a plane or done a show.
What?
They said in the that's what he
Y'all
said.
Y'all
stress me out.
This didn't have to do with his passing. This is just he don't like to
go nowhere.
Rambo had never been on a plane
or done a show.
That's crazy.
That's bananas. How do you want to be a rapper as a career and you don't? The main part of y'all career is performing places.
Man, to be honest with you, it's blending. It's going in towards the. It's going towards the scary narrative.
That was his first
real shit.
Oh, okay.
That's wild.
But that's local.
He never had a show with Draco. He never had a show with him.
I think with the Stink Team thing, I think Rimble had a personal relationship with Draco. I don't think he had a personal relationship with Ralphie. So I think his Stink Team connection came firsthand with Draco. I'm not sure. I'm just speaking from an outside perspective. I don't know any of them personally. I done ran into him and bumped into him just in passing, but I don't really know him personally. But I think Rimble had a relationship with Draco. I don't think Rimble had a direct relationship with Ralphie. So once Draco was, unfortunately, he lost his life, I think the relationship with the Stink Team directly dealing with Rimble kind of like was severed there.
Rimble, I hate to hear this.
Relationships got severed.
Yeah.
People done dropped this song saying some like, why you leave me here with Ralphie?
Oh, not you dissing the homie.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Rimble, the fact that you never
This
been
is
on a
all
plane when Spirit flights is as cheap as they are, that's a
She
personal
said
issue.
Spirit.
And I don't want to disparage you, my brother, but come on now. How you don't want to do a show? But I hear so many rappers like that because I work with marketing and I'll be begging, trying to convince them and they're scared like, oh, what if people don't pull up or it's not going to be enough fans and I don't want to look stupid and blah, blah, blah. How you going to get fans if you only on the internet?
Hey, yo, it's a picture of
TikToks
Travis
can only go so
Scott.
far. Yes.
Fucking Travis Scott performing for 15 people. Like
and I've
he's
seen a video of
performing-
him performing for less people. Look like he's in like a little plaza shopping center.
I'm talking about that exact video, and it looks like he's performing as if he is Travis Scott today, like in front of millions of
and
people.
people don't want to do that.
Yeah, you gotta
Y'all be
go
too
through
good.
that.
To
You
be
gotta
honest,
go through that.
That's the difference between musicians and artists. An artist does not care if it's one person right there. They are displaying their art.
Yeah.
Like a musician, what you do shouldn't be based upon the crowd.
That's why I be
Because
calling y'all influencers, not rappers, because y'all
because
don't care.
it's not always about the number of people, rather the quality of the people. So it might only be 15 people there, but in that 15 people, you might have 3 people that's major influencers that you missed out on, people that push buttons. It might be an executive among that 15 people.
Not even that,
coulda
but
opened doors for
from
you.
a marketing perspective, it's like when you go out, you got to treat it like people do Jehovah's Witness. That's why we use the term evangelist. You need brand evangelists. So I might have, if I saw Travis Scott performing at the mall in the little opening part or at the let out of Rolling Loud, I was like, oh shit, well he was good and he was going hard even though it wasn't a lot of people. I might follow him now. And I got one song. So I'm telling other people, hey, I seen this kid, Travis Scott. He was outside. He was going crazy in the parking lot. He was this and that. Now I'm telling people about it. That's pushing your brand. When y'all don't do that, and we only know you on the internet, that's how you become just the internet nigga. And now don't nobody care about you when they even see you in real life.
And I think Al Farrell was out at this time too, which is a fucking classic tape from Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? But
even
I hear
people
what
like
you're
Don,
saying.
like Don Tolliver said he used to go to the strip club every night and try to pay for them to play his songs because he knew like ballers and people would be in the club all the time.
Yeah.
So if I could get, like you said, if I could get one person to push the button, I'll be up. And he met Joe Budden.
Yeah.
And him and Joe Budden develop a relationship from just that. Now, of course, I got to keep working, but at least I got something in my pocket. Maybe I could send him a song. Maybe he play it on the show. Maybe it might be this, maybe that.
Yo, Joe Budden loves some R&B. Hey, he loves the R&B, like, dude, for sure. He
Does he be
always
with the
finding
hoes?
people. Yeah. No, Joe
R&B is
tapped in, for
universal,
real.
man. Let's be honest, we're all men. And it don't matter how tough you are, the roughest, toughest dude, there's some point in his day or in his life where he wants to be with a female. And he don't want to be hard and gangster all the time.
I'm not
man. He
gonna
want to be able to vibe.
When I was young, the real gangster niggas, they would pull up and they would be bumping oldies or some type of slow songs in the car all the time. I never seen them pulling up to no loud, crazy rap.
Yeah.
When I grew up, man.
Yes, all
a
the
lot
time.
Yo, it's that page that makes the memes is like, man, them old gangsters is crazy. They'll pull up on you with some shit like this playing and pop your
Yes, neither one of us.
with the truck. And I was like, this is so
To some Boosie Collins.
Yeah, type shit.
Hey, just think about the
Them old
gangsters in the
niggas to get up
70s.
on you too, bro.
These niggas will show up with some tight leather pants on and an afro and shit, and pull out their blade and slice you, man. You can't, them are a lot of the before gangster rap.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that R&B dudes are not tough dudes, but in the 70s, them singing, them R&B singers, they were some tough
Yeah, they
dudes.
said, I heard
bro.
that the Isley brothers was all crazy, that they could all
sure,
fight.
man. Shout out my boy, shout out man Ronnie Bell, man from the Bloodstones. That's my
I heard
homeboy
his
Pops.
name
Did that
before.
song Natural High.
Okay.
They used to beef with the Isley brothers. So I heard stories, man, of them old school dudes that used to be singing all them R&B. Like, man, it
Getting
was a
to it in
cold
the bell
era.
bottoms and the platforms.
For
crazy.
sure, it was a cold
Hey,
era.
while we talking about a squabble though, I got a narrative I want to push. I see Crip Mac is looking for a fight. Adam, set up the Crip Mac versus Ugly Money fight. I couldn't
What?
think of a better intro fight for Crip Mac.
Nietzsche, I'm so sorry.
So did you see
Ugly
that in the
Money
chat just
Nietzsche.
now?
Yeah, but we talked about this already because he tagged me, he tagged Adam, and I
my
thought about it, and I thought that this would be a great fight. Ugly Money Nietzsche versus Crip Mac.
I rock with Ugly Money.
1,000.
I don't want this for Ugly. Ugly Money does have a military background, I believe.
Military background.
So he might have, but it's been a minute.
He said he played a little tight end in his day.
But I feel like it's been a minute, and Crip Mac is fresh out the slammer.
Ugly Money been in the gym every day, just on his health journey.
Yeah.
But Ugly Money been in the gym every day, so his training is on point.
I think that's a good squabble. You feel me?
Hold on. Do you want to be on the pod?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Yo, what's up, Ricky? What's up, CJ? What's up, Ant? What's up,
the
Nathan?
dealio?
What's up, Tam? Much love to all my good people. Hey, fade announcement confirmation, okay? Fade announcement confirmation. Apparently, King Pill is entering a hyperbolic time chamber. He's gonna lose like 150 pounds. You feel me? He's literally I'm talking no Ozempic, strictly hitting the weights. He's gonna be supposedly the best version of himself. And King Pill is about to run the fade of his lifetime.
With
Y'all
who?
know who it's with?
Who?
Long Beach E. Will.
Palm Beach E. Will or Long Beach?
Long Beach E. Will.
Okay.
Oh, okay. DW's brother. Okay, bet.
And before that, the undercard, we got Nutty stepping up, and he's gonna be going up against Project Bo. So
who are these people?
Fade alert! Fade alert! Fade alert!
Thank you, Lush.
Yo, appreciate you, dog. I thought he was calling in about a Crip Mac fight or
Okay,
something
so tell
like
us
that.
who these people are, because I don't know.
Yo.
So y'all already know who Fiend Pill is. Long Beach E. Will, that's DW Flame, big brother.
Okay.
And then Project Bo from the Foe. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's I don't know if he a social media personality, but he be on the net. But he's out of the Pueblo Bishop Projects.
Hold on, I don't want to interrupt. I got Ugly Money live on the line. Ugly Money.
What's happening?
Hey, I got you live on No Jumper right now, bro. We was just talking about you fighting Crip Mac.
I want the fade. Why are we still talking? Set it up.
Ugly Money want to set up that fade with Crip Mac. This Ugly Money niche right here on the line, man. This my good people. Hey, we gonna set up the Ugly Money and Crip Mac, bro.
Ugly was good, bro.
I say I ain't got no big dude to fight Crip Mac. Okay, you got a big dude. Let's go crazy.
I don't want this for you.
Let's go
Nietzsche.
crazy. No, I think Nietzsche got it. I think
You should
Nietzsche
be
got
riding
it.
around
Hey, my
Atlanta
boy been
in the Billy.
gym.
I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
day I've been seeing him in the gym, man. That's my player partner from the A, man.
Hey.
We be tapping in, but hey, Ugly Money, I think it'll be a great draw. You draw a crowd, Crip Mac draw a crowd. Y'all in a similar weight class. I think it'll be very entertaining.
It's gonna be the South and the West Coast. All the people from the South and all the people from the West. It's gonna be huge. Let's go crazy. Why are we still talking? Send me the contract.
Okay.
I know nobody ducking no fades, right?
Hey, I'm campaigning.
The homies from 55th Street ain't ducking no fades.
Yeah, he doing all business
Hey,
there.
I rock with both of y'all, man. We was just talking about it.
I rock with him. Let's make it happen. He ain't ducking no fade. I ain't ducking no fade with him. Let's get it.
I'm gonna get at Remo, Ugly. I'm gonna get at Remo.
Okay, Hefe, what are we doing here? Is this turned into hood fight? Is this the Kimbo Slice era of No Jumper?
Man, you gotta
Backyard
tap in with me when you
fiend.
come to the ring, man. We gotta get some work in. Your name came up. I'm like, man, that's my partner, man. I don't want to talk. I don't want to just talk about you. I want to call and give you an opportunity to speak for yourself and chime in on the topic, man.
Hey, look. I'm gonna tell. Hey, Tam, check this out. If you see me in the forest fighting a grizzly bear,
You better help the grizzly bear.
Help the bear.
My nigga Ugly Buddy, man. Call it in, man.
Yo.
Hey, man, salute, man. I just want to, you feel me? Hey, you came up. You was a hot topic. So I just want to hit you live and direct while we was talking about it, man. Give you a chance to speak for yourself, man. So Ugly Money Crip Mac, it looked like it's in the works.
For a nice friendly squabble, as Crip Mac would say.
Okay.
Let's get it.
What's
All
up, man?
right.
Write it up. I'm ready to go.
Let's
Yo,
go.
what's good?
I'ma tap
What's good, bro?
Let's do it. It's that ugly money.
It's
What's
Ugly
happening,
Money,
player?
man. My
How you
nigga
feeling?
Ugly Money niche, man. I had to, man, let you call in, speak your piece, because your name came up and you my partner, man. I'm finna hit you in a little bit, man. Much love, much respect. We got to get this ugly money niche and Crip Mac Fade lined up.
Pull me up right here.
Salute.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, I think that would be a good squabble, you know, get Crip Mac's feet wet. You know, Nietzsche be going up as well. His platform is pretty big out there in the South, so I think they need to set that up. I think that would be a entertaining squabble. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
It'll definitely be entertaining.
Nietzsche might be too big for Crip Mac though. Pause. He
Why
might.
Crip Mac take it all fade.
How big is Crip Mac?
I don't know how tall
he's
Crip
a
Mac
super.
is. But what about height wise? Like,
they're around the
height-wise
same,
and shit?
similar
You think they
height,
same?
and they both heavyweights.
Nigga, Nietzsche built like offensive tackle, bro.
Crip Mac got some Samoan.
Hey man, Hey man, we was talking while we on the subject of Crip Mac and squabbles, man. And I had Braves that spoke out about some squabbles with Crip Mac. I had some LA peoples called in with me, man. The city is chiming in and they want to know what's the criteria for somebody being able to say they the who's, man. LA want to know what's the criteria for being a who's, man. You know, a lot of people that be outside, having motion outside in the streets, is like, yeah, man, when you in jail, you're supposed to run phase. So it's like you kind of get a lot of credit for just doing what you're supposed to do. So it's some characters that's outside in the streets on the east side that been tapping in with me, and they want to question, like, what is the criteria for making you a who's of LA?
Wait, what's
they want to know
who's
what's
mean?
going on.
What does who's
that
mean?
mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Basically, who's meaning like you're who's you are one of the notable people of
a trophy.
Yeah, like basically in layman's terms.
Why do you want to be well known in your gang at a time like this on the internet?
You know, because to be honest with you, gang culture has been being monetized by people outside of gang culture for generations. So I think we're living in a generation where people that are from the culture are gaining information and gaining knowledge and trying to garner platforms so that the culture is not only being exploited and benefited by corporate, but the people who are actually risking their life and putting blood, sweat, and tears of this can actually start reaping monetary benefits of it and being able to take a lot of their pain and suffering and transition it into something legitimate.
That's
But
a
you know
slippery
what?
slope, as they say in court.
Yeah, this is a slippery slope, and what I would rebuttal with that is this is the same shit going on in the music business, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's any business, but the people that should be rising to the top and who should be the voices of their section, no matter what it is, should be the entertainers, the personalities, and the people that could do that. I don't think any and everybody just need to be in front of the mic trying to get money because
Not a
it's
voice. I
platforms.
think a face.
A face, not a
Not a
voice.
voice.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Ant Smith, when you said something about you get a Rico like that type shit. You're trying
voice,
to talk
like
about
you being
certain
a voice.
shit.
That's just like
But I don't think that the hood people, at least from what I've seen on the internet for the past, I say 10 years, people from going on Vlad to this show, they never just want to be a face. Because when you're a face, then people come to you with the mic and then you say some shit and now you in jail.
But you should be accountable, man. To be honest with you,
And then you'll be like Vlad as the police.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you should already, and I always say like when they be trying to like say this person or that person, the police, not to try to take away from anything, but you being like a street personality or being somebody that grew up in the street, being somebody who been through them stoops, been through those jail cells and stuff like that, you should already know how to conduct yourself.
Most
But they don't.
In any interview settings, it ain't no difference in you being in that motherfucking interrogation room and the police asking you incriminating question. You know then to keep your motherfucking mouth shut. So
But I think they treat shit like this like a kickback. Like you just
Yeah.
telling all the best stories to the hoes and the homies.
Can I say
But
this
the
right
camera is on.
It's
Can I say
public
this right quick,
consumption,
real
man.
quick? Let me interject because this is something I've been peeping your videos. You be using this word a lot, and I feel like it's slept on. Omerta. That's what you guys signed up for, and now more than ever, the code of silence feels like it's non-existent.
It's been broken.
And that's supposed to be the allure. That's supposed to be like what makes the shit cool. Like last night you said gangs are a fraternity. I never heard nobody up here use the proper like sociological term for a gang. And it seems like a lot of the shit that made it like cool just from an outsider looking in is now non-existent. And it's like everybody's blending in to be one thing, which is good. Like I believe that's where we at with culture. But it seems like the members want to be separate from that. They still want to have their stature of like, we're the members, y'all are the squares, y'all stay in your space. But it looks like, yo, y'all coming into this space too and doing things that maybe you're not supposed to be doing. So what's the difference?
I blame the
And
internet.
then you'll get mad at a person like you or I.
Squared in?
Man.
Nipsey was a member, and he was one of the people that was like a trophy.
I don't think
you saying you separate the members.
It's not for me to say that. I think that Nipsey was a prolific individual. That's
Right.
the way
I'm
I look
saying
at Nipsey as an entertainer. I'm not worried about what his hood name is and what he did outside and stuff. That has no.
But
you are aware of.
I'm aware of it, but it doesn't do anything for me.
But I think those things are what led to that trajectory, and that's the same storyline all of y'all will be on. No shade from wanting to get in front of the camera and not put your gang stuff to bed and to rest. You can still be in the hood every day with all your chains on in a fucking Rolls Royce and think nothing's gonna happen to you. That's ridiculous.
To be honest, even man, Brick took some flack from being
that's
a character.
just like it's goofy.
You know?
Like I know. I just like for me, my opinion. I'm not gonna be on the internet like that. I mean, it just goes without saying. Just being where I'm from, like the community comes with me, but like that ain't what I'm here for. To be on camera, to be I'm saying super crip or. I'm saying big A Tran to be talking to politics and shit. Like we not doing that. We talking about hip hop
and saying who can come and who can't be good in the section and this and that.
Most definitely. To answer your point, Ricky, I think what's happened is the blend between the internet is blending into reality more and more and more as time goes on. So I think the more that the internet and social media is infiltrating people's real lives is where the lines are getting blurred. So you got a lot of these dudes that are outside that's members that's getting on the internet because let's be honest with you, man, we come from the land of have-nots, and these people are just seeking opportunity in the best way that they know to see fit, and they see these social media personalities are able to make a living. So I think a lot of these dudes is going about it. They're trying to do the right thing the wrong way. You could get on the internet and you could be a member and all that, and you don't have to self-incriminate.
But to that point, how come I never see the members do something like, oh, I'm hood famous. I was famous in high school. I'm famous in this whole side of town, whatever. I'm going to get online with my business, whatever that might be. I could cook. I'm going to sell Hefe juice. I got these custom shoes. But it's never that. It's you want to come on here and tell us how thugged out you are.
But to be honest,
and why we should be scared of you and why we got to respect you and why niggas need to keep your name out their mouth.
I'm kind of like a living representation of that right now, to be honest with you, sitting right here.
Y'all don't have shit I could buy. You just yelling at me through the phone. Like,
at least the Muslims get bean pies.
Tam is not letting up all y'all business acumen.
I'm
2026, she coming at the celebrities, the rappers, now the members getting it.
Entrepreneurship,
got some game for y'all, bro.
Tam is pushing entrepreneurship.
Facts. No facts.
Because if we all, like you said, we from the land of have-nots. I'm from the east side too. That shit is horrible. You get banged on coming to and from school.
Yeah.
Why are we worried about money? Why are we worried about niggas knowing us more?
You familiar with my neck of the woods. So imagine that walk to and from Lock High.
I took that same walk past the Imperial for less than the donut shop with the hookers outside.
I would just say when we was
young. I don't want you niggas to know me where I be at over here. I want you to buy some shit so I can move.
When we was young, we used to keep little silver quarters in our pocket just to get to and from school, if you know what I'm talking about, man. You just have a silver quarter in your pocket, man, and you just pull out your quarter, pull out a shiny quarter, and it might get you to and from school.
Crazy. Yo, yeah, nah, but like, yeah, I guess the waters are getting muddy, but it's cool to just be an entertainer, though, too. Like, even I think back on Brick kind of when he was getting more into his personality bag and maybe saying things that weren't accustomed with what he represents, he got so much flack. But it's just the internet, like the internet is just an attention grab. It's just getting the certain amount of eyeballs on you so you can make your money and get on to your next video, get the same amount of, you know what I'm saying? It's just a business, but it's just fucked up. Like, such high standards are being put on people.
And I'm not a hater. If you are an ex-member or you're a member right now and you want to clean it up and do content, I say move to Corona, move to the Valley.
Do it up, yeah.
Get an apartment. And start making your content and don't talk about gang shit no more. Kill that part of yourself.
I agree.
You want to witness protection now.
Even if you're not doing content, even if you're not doing content, if you want to improve your quality of life, you don't have to stay in your hood your whole life to be certified. As soon as I got a chance to get out the hood,
gone.
I was
gone. Real shit.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't physically gone, but I did move my kids. I did move my kids out the environment. I was somebody that's like a staple in my community. So like I couldn't like fully physically leave, but my family, I definitely got them up out of there.
Because all the stuff that we aspire to have, especially as Black Americans, you can't have that shit living in the neighborhood that you grew up in.
We don't even have good restaurants over there.
It's not shit in the East. We don't even got a mall.
Man, we don't have a mall. We don't have a bowling alley. We don't have movie theaters. We don't even have.
You gotta take your talent to the Pike.
We don't even have an in and out.
That's why they was trying to develop downtown so crazy. Is because they wanted all the people from the east side to have a place to go where it was like
to
popping
LA
and
Live.
clean and- yeah, you know what
I
I'm saying.
guess.
That was the whole idea, but they let all that Chinese money over there and
Hell
motherfuckers
yeah.
stop finishing projects and stuff. Like downtown is probably like I would say like 5-7 years off of the schedule it's supposed to be on.
Man,
But you know they just sold that big apartment building that had all the graffiti on it,
Yeah.
$407 million.
They should have took that shit.
Behind the Staples Center.
They should
Yeah.
have took that
Right
shit.
there, we just
Sell
looked
we
at
was
that
just chopping it up
yesterday.
about that.
Took that shit.
What was-
Took
that was
that shit,
yesterday.
nigga.
Who bought it? The Staples Center?
No, another businessman. Like they're gonna try to fix it back up and finish the construction on
It's
it.
prime real estate.
Yeah, it's on the curb, right
Wow.
in front of the Staples Center. But they turn that shit.
But that's
into a
why
trap
though
house.
America be
Yeah.
selling out though, for real. America be selling out like a motherfucker. Like
That's
people
true.
want to be like, oh, you know, the Hispanic people are the problem, the ones hustling on the corner making money and shit. What about these Chinese billionaires that they let get citizenship in our country because they supposed to be developing shit and they not even really doing the shit the way they supposed to be doing it?
Yeah, they're
And it's-
flipping money using our property for speculation and just
Yeah.
driving up the prices and selling it back to
Yeah,
regular
like
Americans.
type shit. Like we gotta wake up to all of this shit. You can't just be looking for the new nigga to point your finger
That's
at. You
what
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
A scapegoat.
People
Yeah,
don't
shit's
realize
crazy.
America is more of a corporation than a country. If you actually
Facts.
delve into it and do the research, America, the United States is a corporation. It's not even a country.
Yeah.
But yeah, like other countries don't, to Ricky's point, they don't allow us to go there and buy things for that reason.
Can't do that shit.
Like we can't own shit in Mexico. They'll give you a 100-year lease at most because they're
Hey.
like, remember when we let y'all buy some shit down here last time?
Yeah.
You took California.
Shout out to that dude, what is his name? Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah, in Burkina Faso.
He kicked out all the colonizers out of his country and gave the land back to the people that are from his country. And he won't even allow foreigners to purchase land or purchase businesses in his country to kind of offset the exploitation of his people, you know, and kind of like
Colonization,
funnel the
yeah.
resources back into his people. So, man, shout out to him for that.
Facts.
You can't do that in America, bro. They'll call it racist.
What? No, they ain't going to call you racist. They're going to kill you.
Yeah, well, you can't do that, man.
Because too many other countries have interest here because we had open doors so
So
long.
why
Sure.
people just don't say that King died over reparations?
King did.
That man was the march was marching for reparations.
No, the
For jobs
prevailing
and freedom.
theory is that it was about he was getting too revolutionary with the
With the white
economics.
people.
He kind of wanted to push a little bit more of a socialist agenda.
So
More like, you know, assistance for people
Wait
and
a
stuff.
minute.
And that's when it was like, wait a minute, like
You
you
s-
want to be a person, we'll allow
you
that.
said economically revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
The term reparations and economically revolutionary go in the same sentence.
No, but he's saying like the reason why he was killed, it's like the March for Peace and Freedom, right? And he had brought together like unions and stuff, and he was bridging like the white poor people when he had the poor people's march. So it was like, oh, he's not just talking about the niggas no more. He's trying to unite the poor against us.
Who's the
It's not gonna
Hispanic
happen.
dude?
Cesar Chavez.
Cesar Chavez. People
Yeah.
don't tie their stories in together enough.
Yeah.
When you tie in Cesar Chavez's story with Martin Luther King's story, you start to realize the like political powder.
Yeah, and
keg
it's
that
like
was
communism.
brewing.
They could easily label them as communists. For
Yeah,
their
that's
beliefs.
what they were on.
In
type
my
shit.
opinion, they said, man, we'll kill y'all before we give y'all that money.
Facts. Yeah.
How much money you think we all should get?
How many acres?
Just the 40 acres? I mean, no, I need
That was
more
only
than
promised
that.
to a small group, though.
Actually, that's in
Yo,
writing.
let's chat
40 acres
GBT
in the
this.
new-
Actually,
it's in
I'm
writing.
kind of.
But that was
More
only
than
to
that, though.
a certain group of people.
Ask
Of the certain group of
ChatGPT
people that we belong to.
if
No, it wasn't for
African
everybody. It was
Americans
that
were to
general
get
in
their
that
40
area. Only
acres
promised
and
it
a
to those people.
mule,
It wasn't
how
for all
much
of us
money
that
would
got
that
freed.
be in
But like the
today's?
freed Miss Bank and shit like that, that
today's
got
mine and
destroyed.
gold.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about that.
And it will be black Americans that could prove
Let me know
their
if you need me to
slave
rephrase it.
ancestor,
I can
not
trace my
immigrants.
lineage all the way back to the
Yeah, me
transatlantic
too.
slave trade. I
Me
mean, I'm from
too.
Arkansas.
Yo, we should end it on this topic though while we get in this search because this is some good calibration right here. Mase calls out Charlamagne for hating on him relentlessly over the years. But
That's
the
his
story has
job.
evolved. The story has evolved since then.
Okay, so what happened with these two?
So I'm asking him to do 100 things right now.
Sorry. We love you, Nathan.
Yeah, Mase. Let's click on the Mase thing because it's in the topic.
But he's
So
a
walk us
radio
out.
host. Like they're supposed to kind of.
I'm gonna tell you a time that was really that really used to bother me. There was a guy up at Hot 97 or Power 105? Which one is Charlamagne on? That's Power 105. Yeah. So it seemed like every time something came up, Charlamagne would just talk about my name, like just go in a negative direction. I didn't know what was the connection that we had or where our paths crossed or or what happened, but it just seemed like he always had a negative take about me. And it was something I remembered even when I started doing journalism. So when I hear people say certain things about me, I kind of try to remember that same thing. Like I never met this guy. I never, I don't think we've crossed paths. I don't think I know anybody that he knows, but every time. And I think it's possible for you to just not like somebody. So I remember one time I called DJ Envy and I was like, yo, if somebody's consistently talking about you, and at that time I had no music out, I had nothing out for you to keep talking about me. It's when you personally make it your business to tear somebody down. That's when it's a problem. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Like, you're personally making it your business. You're going out of your way. This person is not on a radar. They're not doing anything in the public side, At that point, that merits the #1 show in the country to be talking about this person, right? When you're hot, you talk about things that's hot. If they're not hot, you shouldn't even be talking about it because it's not relevant to.
So I feel like this would have been a severe miscalculation by Mase if he didn't get on air today and say, you know what, it's no problem with me and Charlamagne. We cool. I was just telling a little story about what influences my journalism today. And he shouted out Poetic Flacco. Flacco was on It Is What It Is. You feel me? He wasn't in the studio, but he was there, But like, I low-key feel like Mase did the right thing and just bowed out of this instead of turning it up, because it would have unearthed Mace's history and why
he was always talking about
was saying the things he was saying about Mase at that era. It was just when he was, when
he was preaching, scamming.
Being a preacher to a rapper, back to a preacher and all that stuff. And Charlamagne was just saying like, yo, Mase, this is goofy. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Mase is viewed in such a positive light right now. Everybody loves It Is What It Is.
Yeah.
The chemistry between him and Cam, the stories they give us is great. It's no need to go unearth that stuff and show this part of his character where, he was kind of having a little bit of a identity crisis, to say it, lack of better words type of thing. If a man wants to get into his faith and be a preacher, there's nothing wrong with that. But, people was clowning him. People was clowning Mase back then. It was looking a little silly.
I think it's depending upon perspective, man. I think that man may have been exposed to something first.
Oh, facts, yeah.
That scared him all the way to the Lord.
Sure, but I don't like it that everybody think they can hop in the pulpit.
You heard what Pimp C said about him, so.
Hey, it's a lot of things.
Wait, what Pimp C say about him, though?
He was a part of the freak offs.
He was down there in that Range Rover truck with that boy.
Ooh. Oh, no. Not Mase. Not Murder Mase. I ain't taking, bro.
I said Pimp C said R.I.P. to Pimp.
Nah, bruh. Not Mase.
Shout out to Mase and shout out to Pimp. But I think the irony of Charlamagne calling somebody goofy is crazy. Because if you want to delve into somebody's past and their track record, I think Charlamagne got a lot of goofy shit attached to his name. A lot of videos we could watch with goofy statements, goofy behaviors. He be passing out the donkey of the day, but how many times that he done had to make himself the donkey of the day on his own segment?
But it works like that
stuff.
for the media guys.
Yeah, it's different.
Though.
He's a media personality.
Yeah, Mace's his brand is I'm the cool guy on the show. I got a signature laugh. I be keeping Killer in check when he wants to get too wild.
I always been fly since the 90s. I've been having money. I
don't say too much, but it's still saying a lot.
Some of these dudes, the difference is this. Some dudes was actually cool before the internet, and then they get on the internet.
Yeah.
So I think Mase probably was cool before the internet, and then got on the internet. I don't think Charlamagne was cool until he got on the internet. This is my personal opinion. And just seeing the difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Charlamagne even postures himself as a person that tries to be cool. It's not a lot of cool things about him.
So
I don't think cool is his brand.
I think just like going all the way back to elementary school, grade school when we were kids.
Yeah.
The cool kids were the cool kids, and the kids that were not cool kind of envy the cool kids in a lot of cases. That's why I spoke to different people that have platforms now that may not have been socially favorable growing up. Now that they get older and they develop a platform, they have money and status, I think they go after people who may have naturally been cool that also are public figures, and I think there's an element of envy there.
I think there's some truth to that, but at the same time, I think that a lot of celebrities or people that have been cool their whole life, they encounter a media personality like a Charlamagne who is not just thirsty to be their friend or want to hang out with them or glaze them, to use no jumper terms, and then they feel a way about it. Like, how dare this nigga not just sing my praises? Like, who are you? You've been a loser. I'm Mase. But it's my job to report just what's going on. I don't got to say it in a favorable way to you or not.
Shit is just so subjective where it's like a lot of people be thinking like I'm doing the flyest shit and it's so cool, but to somebody else that's goofy as fuck.
Like Mase might have thought it was popping for him to go from rapping to being a preacher and still in the pulpit with the suits and the chains on. And we're like, bro, this looks crazy.
Like they say the internet been whooping these rappers' ass because they just think they the coolest niggas on earth. They can't do anything wrong. They post some shit and motherfuckers be like, hey, bro, you look
like
crazy.
me with the fries.
Yeah, type shit. Like, you look crazy right now, my boy. They be like, yo, you told me this was a look. And they got all these yes men around. I'm like, I thought you said this was a look.
You said the verse was hard.
Yeah, you feel me? Them niggas been swabbing the neck for fucking the last 5 years because you put them in Louis and Gucci and shit. They not telling you the truth about what looks tight and what looks goofy.
But to be honest with you, I think a lot of the rappers have, since the beginning and the origins of rap, the rappers have always been a representation of the coolness of the culture. The rappers used to be a representation of their area or their neighborhood or their region. I think they have the rappers influence. That's why the term influencer over the past 5 to 10 years has been coined and has been more of a bigger thing, because the people that are supposed to be allegedly cool have influence over the masses because people think they're cool. Yeah. So I think a lot of these rappers, the image that they portray are not actually them. I think it's a product. I think it's an image. It's the entertainment business. So the product that they're selling is alleged to be cool. And then what's happening is there's so many cameras everywhere that the actual person is not matching up with the image that they're selling. And they're getting exposed for not being cool when they were pretending to be cool in a lot of cases. But I think the rappers actually, set the bar as to what's cool as far as the influential minds, as far as kids and people growing up, and even adults. Man, let's be real. Like, especially with the prominent female rappers and female figures, they set trends. And when they set trends, how many girls run around talking about they don't cook, they don't clean, but go in the house and cook and clean every night because Cardi is viewed as someone that is cool and influential, and she just happened to just say it in the song.
Yeah.
So I think the rappers still influence, like they're still viewed as cool people. I just think that they're being exposed for not being who they portray themselves to be.
What about like Uzi? That's like a cool
that dude ain't cool at all, in my opinion.
But to the youth, he is.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think we're just talking about influencers. I don't know. I don't have anything against people who have alternative lifestyles, but I don't think promoting devil worship is cool. I don't think a man who has influence over young boys promoting wearing dresses is cool. But that's just my personal opinion.
What about Playboy Cardi?
Sexy vampire.
That's not my
avant-garde. That's what I say about Playboy Cardi. What the
cool?
space he's filling in rap
Sexy
though?
vampire.
The space he's filling in rap is the innovation of it, like pushing sounds forward. He's avant-garde. Like I don't really fuck with Playboy Cardi's music, but I will sit there and listen to it and try to understand it and like try to appreciate it.
Question.
It's like a weird painting. You just gotta look at that motherfucker and be like, I guess they snapped.
So
Is he cool though?
Speaking of
Would you
some
consider him a
people,
cool nigga? Like he a cool nigga?
I mean, I feel like I'm not a kid no more, so I don't really be looking at shit like that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm saying a lot of motherfuckers, it's a lifestyle choices you make. You might think that your lifestyle is so fucking fly and tip top, and I might look at it like, that's fucking corny.
Perspective.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Cardi, I'm like, he's on his like New York Fashion Week. He's taking everything to the extreme. He's not trying to appear to be normal. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to appear to be like otherworldly. And I think he's doing the right things to do that. But like, do I think it's like cool? I don't know. Like, cause he kind of running a cult. Like he kind of running the cult.
And it's not kind of. I've been at the concert with them.
Yeah, he kind of. Opium is definitely a rap cult. Like I respect the business hand of it and stuff, but like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the looks, I'd be like, all right, that's kind of fire. Like, I get it. Like, you on your vampire type shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look the same. You got a gang around you, but it don't look like the gang that we used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
while we're on the subject of cults, and then we got the Epstein files coming out, and babies and drinking blood and all this, do you think it's a lot of correlations and connections to it?
I don't think black people should ever be included in that.
If you see them people with Rick Owens' wife,
Oh, Michelle.
if you see him with Rick Owens' wife, you know what's going on, bro.
Most definitely. And do you think Playboy Cardi could have survived in the past where lyrics mattered more? Do you think he has the lyrical content to survive in a content where rappers are actually held accountable for their lyrics?
I don't
or
think
do you
there's-
think
nah.
it's the platform that makes somebody look cooler
It's not the
than they really
platform for
are?
Playboy Cardi. It's the vibes. And
It's
he's
the
like the
vibes,
rap,
yeah.
rock. Like most of Playboy Cardi's fans aren't this group. I went to the concert.
Yeah.
It was like 80% white kids. And they're treating him like they treat a rock show. And they jumping up and down and they're
Yeah.
screaming. And he's coming out looking like the Undertaker. And they like that shit.
Like those
not about
artists,
him rapping.
the way those artists are beating traditional rappers is that they understand frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a frequency. They're not on like the aesthetics, the song, the lyrics. They're making music that makes people move a certain way, and it's infectious.
Like Fiend.
So do you?
Yeah, that's what they're on.
So speaking of the frequency, do you think that there's an agenda by the
Nah, hell
by the
nah.
powers that be to
Hell nah.
influence more negative frequencies in
Nah, fuck
music
no.
and hip hop?
If you said
than
that,
positive?
it would be the
No.
same thing for rock music then, because it's all the same nihilistic culture of do drugs and act crazy.
That's what I'm saying in the
It
music
is.
in the music industry in general, because like allegedly there was supposedly all these years ago a meeting that has been alleged by the corporations, by the people that own record labels, to stop signing and promoting artists that promote positive messages and start promoting people that portray negative imagery, and the same people that own the record labels own the prisons. So I'm just saying there might be some correlations there.
That's true. I always want to hear that positive shit sometime, though.
I was gonna say there's a degree, there's a degree that's true to that, but most of the time the people that put out positive music, nobody cares about it. They don't want to hear it, and it's not popping, so nobody puts money into it.
It might be a human nature thing. where
But you
people-
seen when Lizzo was talking about body positivity and all that, and you don't need that man. He didn't love you. You can move on. All the girls were like, yes, Lizzo, oh my God, we can be ugly. We don't need it.
But
We're
that's
gonna love
positivity.
ourselves.
It's a relief for people.
it's like
when
you said, it's a frequency.
Yeah, it's a relief. Like I'll be listening to some crazy ass gangster rap, like, and it's talking about some shit that I don't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with, but it's like I'm working out, like I'm in my like mode type shit. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Like I want to feel like a monster. So it's like an energy that you can harness. Use in this, you feel me? Now I'm riding around late night. I got on a Don Tolliver. You feel me? It's a different frequency.
It's an Eminem
It just
bar.
is what it is.
'Cause
Like
at the gym, I be listening to Future, and it's like, told the waitress, I don't drink liquor, I drink lean. I've never drink lean, but you can't tell me I have it when I'm in there.
I'm feeling it though.
Eminem said music can alter moods and talk to you. So do you think? And I think that's speaking to frequency. So I think like a lot of the frequencies, just like rappers, when you listen to certain music, it can actually literally alter your energy and your mood. That's why I like to listen to artists that I relate to. I don't want to hear all the shoot 'em up, bang bang. I killed 1,000 niggas and jumped out at the store and blew a nigga.
I like to hear that
I don't
Get Money
wanna-
music,
I don't
though.
want to hear that
Yeah.
all the
Talk about
time.
I need that
money.
before a
You wanna
soccer
listen to that
game
Dolph?
though. You
I
feel
don't
me? I'm
want to
trying
hear it
drop
because I
something.
actually
Yeah,
come
though.
from the environment of the reality.
Yeah,
So
facts.
I don't want to hear it all the time. I want to hear something that made me think about jumping on a flight, catching going
shit.
somewhere
Yeah,
tropical.
yeah.
I want to go sip margaritas on the beach with a fine big booty thing. Like that's more
Larry
my
June,
my
yeah,
aesthetic,
yeah.
you know.
That's what I'm riding around to the most is like Larry June
'Cause
type shit.
that
like
50 Cent album
some
we was
Bash
talking
for the
about,
World
50.
type shit. Yeah.
That was the last album to drop that actually rose the crime rate.
Wow.
Get Rich or Die Trying
What?
actually rose the
You said
crime
the
rate.
album that rose the crime? No.
Yes,
Nah,
in
Bullshit.
LA,
Last-
Oh,
when
he's
Get
okay.
Rich
Oh,
or
in
Die
LA,
Trying
okay.
dropped,
I don't know.
I
Boosie.
lived in the man.
What about Boosie? Don't leave Boosie.
I'm not knocking Boosie, but I'm gonna say Get Rich or Die Trying. It was a lot of dudes that was that
Nigga was
all
shooting 38
day.
specials back then.
Right through my hood, I keep hearing niggas say.
Well, like he said, we want to listen to some Get Money music. We're gonna play that and Hefe with the check say.
Check
That's what
that
we
out.
on. That's what we really on. That's what we really on.
Two scan leather.
I gotta
All right.
get
What you
off
got
of,
on there,
man.
and for the people, what's your favorite track on the
Yeah, what
on
shoe
the
string
album?
first?
What's your favorite? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Always been a leader.
Always been a leader. Okay,
Yeah.
bet.
The first track to come on.
The first
you
track.
go.
Okay, so
You
you
got a
put your
fire
best
opener?
foot forward. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
first
what's
track
up.
to come on.
I'm
But
on
you know,
that.
different
I'm
people
on
like
that.
different shit though. But that's just like one of my favorite tracks though. That then you know I guess a few on there though. But you know, gotta go check it out. But always been a leader though. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
All right, we gonna wait until I'm gonna ask you that question again in a little bit, like after people done listened to it, ran up the numbers and stuff. Because I always want to know what is the artist's favorite song on their shit. Because you know the single might not always be their favorite song.
That, but always been a leader, not a single. It's not even a single, but a lot of people
Yeah.
told me like, man, you should have had that one as one of the single. That's one of those ones, bro.
Okay.
Woo, you know what I'm saying? But that's like one of my favorite songs though. But I just didn't make it a single. I just dropped like I think the songs I made a single off of there was one of the beats I got from my boy Mikey that Can't Stop This Feeling.
Okay, yeah.
And the Tuscan Flow. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of the stuff I just, left for you to hop on the project and go check it out.
All right, facts. Y'all go stream that Young and Hefe, you know what I'm saying? And a shout out to Smiley. Look, I can't lie, bro. Smiley had the best verse of the cypher.
I mean, if that's your opinion.
Hey, that's my opinion. Look, I'm not taking no digs at nobody, but he
Yeah.
said to fuck with me, you gonna have to go get a Fina, son. I said, ooh, shit.
Hey, man.
Smiley was rapping, nigga. That shit was crazy.
I ain't
It was
gonna lie.
hard. It
My
was hard.
personal
Y'all did your
opinion-
shit, but that was my favorite verse.
I'm not even being biased. Like, I'm a lyricist, so, there were, like, people that had different strong points during their verse, but I like Ant shit was, like, consistent. The consistency of his flows is like the quality is consistent. To me, that was my favorite verse, but that's my personal opinion. You know,
Facts.
everybody has their acquired taste.
So what I like about Ant, what you doing right now is you have a style. I know what your style is. I can brand it, associate it with you, which I feel like a lot of artists don't do. They kind of jumping around doing their whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
what happened to him?
18 minutes
Blueface
ago.
has been
Better,
attacked.
bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter, bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby. Boy, she is capper as a bitch.
No, it could have been sparring. That's
Yeah.
see, he in the gym.
Who is Blueface gonna fight
got
next?
That was badass sparring,
If
though.
you spar, you fight.
That's the type of sparring Adam need to be doing, so he was ready for them
Can we
punches.
say it?
When they... Nah,
The
wait,
one
can we?
that's known is Swaggy P.
Oh,
yeah,
that was just
Swaggy
the
P,
press
he about
conference.
to-
I was like, I thought you already fought.
He's doing one before that, supposedly.
Oh, he's doing a warm up fade.
A warm up phase.
Hey, shout out to Blueface. Blueface said he'd take a fight every month.
He's supposedly doing brand risk.
Who they got for him though?
We can't
I don't
announce
know if
it,
it's announced yet.
but
All right, we can't announce it.
y'all are pivoting the careers like crazy, boy.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna be coming to you soon. Let's get into this found funding. We got fan funding. We got Poker Shark. We got SB Great MB whatever 4213. We got City P B9. Welcome to the No Jumpers member only. And then the pitching sensei said been with No Jumper for 6 years and never super chat. This is gonna be the best year if everyone stay free. Free to Brick, MVP Lush, and Tam an extra snack today. Yo, they was on you, Tam.
Thank
in
you.
the chat. They was on
Thank
you
you.
tough. All right, that's been another installment of the No Jumper News. We up out of here. We gave y'all your 2 hours.
We did, even though we were late. We stayed
gave
late
it
as
to
well.
you, you feel me? Because we know that the people need to eat. Y'all go stream that Young and Hefe. Y'all go stream that that Spody Face Cypher. What else we got? Peep my new video, Tam.
Yeah, follow me on Welcome to Tam's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's
Cliff,
go.
Cliff, what we got
Yeah,
going,
Cliff
man?
Worldwide,
You
what's
dropping
up?
any
Y'all go
content?
check me out at Stay Down Fam TV, man.
Okay,
Here we
facts. CJ, what about you, man? You got
Man,
a
lock
channel
in
up?
with me, man. At CJ Mr. 9700 on YouTube. On Instagram, follow me at CJ _ Mr. 9700 _ South Central's finest, man. The people's champ, the voice of the East Side.
Let's go.